morning, everybody. Yes, I'm having a little dance because Adam's back.
Yeah. I've been going away lots of weekends, like Scotland, Caister-on-Sea, Herne Bay, with family things, and now I'm back.
Yeah, so, well, listen, I'm glad you had a nice holiday.
Nice
little
good.
break,
Good to be back. Yeah.
Love it when you're in the potting shed with us.
Love to see you as well, Bex.
Nice to be here. He's got his flowery shirt on especially for you guys at home. Good morning to you all. I'm Bex. This is Adam. Stu is pressing all his buttons in the shed out there. So he's going to keep an eye on the Facebook stream for us. I'm going to be keeping an eye on YouTube and on the email. So if you want to get in touch with us, no matter where you're watching, you can do that. You can message us via the emails on studio at... No, it's YGTV at YouGarden.com. YGTV at YouGarden.com. There you go. There's the email address for you to email. We do have an amazing offer code for you, YGTV 4225. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to unlock all the deals. What deals might it unlock, Adam?
Well, I mean, things like double ups, for example, kind of special offers, things like we add extra things in, like, double ups, treble ups, bog offs, all those kind of things. Did
you say postage?
I mean, you get the postage as well, which is good. Free postage. Have we got it up?
No, I forgot to get it up.
I'll just look behind me. Yeah, so it's good. It's like a magic key, basically.
It is.
That code. So it gives you the free postage. I'm always a bit of a kind of a, how can I say? Like Bex always says, put that in at the beginning.
Yes.
Because then you can see all the reduced prices.
You can see all the prices when you go to the show page. You can see the reduced prices. I quite like that way of shopping.
But I'd do it at the end because you
can watch it all.
Watch it all. I say, yay! It's like, I thought I just spent 100 quid and I've only spent like 75. But you do it whichever way around you like, basically.
Yeah, but the thing is, Adam would then add another £25 worth of product.
Yeah, I would to get it back up to 100.
All right, we are already getting questions apparently about what this is in front of us, so we're going to get straight on to that. There's a club to join. You can save money. We'll tell you all about this throughout the show. We're here until 12 o'clock today, so you've got a couple of hours. Get your questions in, get your comments in. Save loads of money. It's the best place to shop if you love your gardening. This is the stackable tri-corner planters. Now, they're not going to come planted up for you. Our lovely Craig has planted them up with the Pansy Cool Waves to give you an example as to how these are going to start out looking. He says he's used 18 plants in here. Now, this is how it starts off, and they're going to tumble and trail over the edge. That's how they're going to come to you, and you will get a pack of 6. So this is exactly the display that you can create. Look at the price, please. If you are a Discount Club member, you're going to get this for £12.72. All 6 of those for £12.72.
Yeah, that is bonkers. I said to Stu, because Stu said, I said, no, for all of that, Stu, not the whole thing. He was like, yeah, I said, well, I thought it'd be about £25, to be honest. So I was a bit kind of lost for words, which is unusual for me. But yeah, I mean, the great thing about this is look how much area you can plant up, but in a small space.
Yeah.
So if you've got a balcony or just a really tiny little backyard or something, because you're going upwards and not outwards, and imagine, Bex, when these start to tumble down.
Well, this is what I was just thinking. This is how it starts for you, and depending on what you plant in here, obviously, I mean, these are trailing plants. You won't be able to see the actual planter, will you? That will just be a column of beautiful colour. Yeah,
and I tell you what, I'd be really tempted to do with this in the spring. Strawberries and pine berries kind of mixed. Imagine those cascading down. So they're all, got all the fruit cascading down, keeping them away from the slugs and snails, keeping them off the ground. Or you could even, I mean, another thing I would do with this as well is, how about spring flowering bulbs in each one of these?
Yeah.
You could do sort of crocuses in one, you could do snowdrops in another one, you could do Chionodoxa, you could do scillas, all the little kind of tiny kind of spring bulbs. You could do those in there. Or how about houseplants? All different houseplants in there.
Great idea.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
At the bottom.
Spider plants, spider plants.
There aren't holes in the bottom, so that's something just to pay attention to. If they're outdoor, you might want to just drill a little hole in the bottom.
You've got the little circle in there just to show you where to drill the hole. But obviously, if it's indoors, it's not going to leak all over the carpet and stuff, is it?
Absolutely not. You can use it as pot cover. You could even put holes in the top ones, not in the bottom one, and you could put a little tray underneath it as well. Yep. So absolutely, you could have this for indoor or outdoor if you want to.
Or even if you've got your house plants in their own individual little pot covers anyway, you could just drop them in.
Slot those in.
Just drop them in. Yeah. So I mean, just imagine the lovely mix of house plants you could put in there. So all of a sudden, garden, this just opens up a wealth of opportunities. You could put this just near the conservatory windows or somewhere really kind of nice and bright. Or how about even growing some vegetables here in the spring? You could grow like little spring onions in one, little group of radishes in another
one. Could be a nice
one.
little herb thing,
herbs.
Couldn't it?
That's a brilliant idea,
You could get a
Bex.
little herb thing going on, a little herb garden.
Yeah, herbs would be stunning for that.
All right, 130699 is the item number for that one. You are saving £6, but then you're saving an extra 15% discount if you are a club member. We have an amazing club here at YouGarden. It costs you just £10 to join. It's on an auto-renew basis. You can cancel it, though, so you don't have to keep it running. You're not going to want to when you see all of the savings that you will get from joining the club, and you get the prices that you'll see in yellow here. Plus, because we've got our offer code and you're watching us live, or the repeats or rewind or whatever, you can still get free postage on everything that we bring you from the potting shed. You will pay postage if you shop the website, but if it's in a YGTV show and you use that code, you'll get the free postage. This is where you get the best, most fantastic deals. We've got lots of things to show you, and we do only have 2 hours, so we are going to try and go quite quickly to get everything in for you.
The club thing as well, Bex, you always mentioned as well, if you kind of auto-renew and don't let it lapse, and you won't pay a penny extra, it will stay the same year after year after year after year, which is phenomenal.
Let's say a quick hello to everybody in the chat then, shall we? Because we have got Anne, we have got Dingo, Rachel, good morning to you, George, hello, Marisia, Julia, Verna.
Morning, folks.
That's it for the time being. You're all saying hello to each other. Marisia wants this display of tier of pots. It's yours if you want it, Marisia. Add it into your basket. Hello to Facebook viewers as well. We've got Janine, we've got Anne, we've got Penny. Hello to you, Penny. Penny is going to be getting a new puppy soon. I'm excited. Can't wait. She sent me pictures already. I think she's coming in a couple of weeks. Can't remember what you're going to call her. But I'm very excited.
What breed it's going to be?
Oh, I'm rubbish. She's cute though. Cute puppy, fluffy thing, black. Oh, gorgeous. Can't wait to see the pictures, Penny. Make sure you send us some.
Let us know what breed. We'd like to know. We're nosy. We want to know.
Right, shall we move on, shall we? Come on, let's come over to the favourites table. We're going all the way to the end. Now, we've got a whole table of gorgeous new stuff here for you. It's all new, and we're starting off with the Amarose. Now, Amarose, from bud to fade, gives you the most amazing colour, doesn't it?
It does, and the colour keeps changing on the flower as well. It's one of these roses, depending on the age of the flower, the colour changes. You've got pinks, you've got purples, you've got... I mean, look at this. That's sort of the same one, but the colour changes. It's just phenomenal. And you'll get sort of weeks and, in fact, months and months of flower from these. They just keep flowering, keep flowering, keep flowering. They only get to about 45 to 50 centimetres tall, so they're really, really lovely and compact. And they just make, as you can see there, a gorgeous plant in a pot or a container, but also Bex was saying, I think it was last year, that you had a lavender hedge and you got a bit fed up with it in the end because it got really leggy and it flopped everywhere and it took up lots of space.
It had loads of perennial weeds growing through it, and I couldn't get them out, so I had to get rid of it in the end.
But I mean, you saw that picture there, growing these as a little hedge. How gorgeous would that be along the edge of your drive?
It's nice low growing, isn't it? It doesn't get massive.
No, only about 45 to 50 centimetres tall. Gorgeous, really healthy, shiny foliage on this as well. And just this continuation of flower and this sort of changing flower colour as well. I mean, you can see there, the different coloured flowers there. And that's not Photoshop. That is the real deal. This is how this plant looks.
It's beautiful, and they're so low maintenance and easy to look after, aren't they? I mean, roses in general, I always say I avoided growing roses for such a long time because I thought they were tricky and difficult, but they're not, are they?
No, they're easy, roses. I mean, the most important thing is, in fact, you can already see there, Bex, on these two flowers here. Look how they're different colour. Look, just put those two together and you can already see that, one is a lot darker kind of colour. One's more pink, one's more kind of a reddy apricot colour, but that's the same plant. So you get that colour variation. All I would suggest is, before you plant these, dig in lots of really good organic material into the soil before you plant them. Manure, we do manure, I believe. So dig some of that in, give them lots and lots of that lovely organic material, water them well, and with these ones as well, I would plant these just slightly deeper than they are in the pot, not kind of massively deeper, just very, very slightly deeper, because they're not kind of like the roses with the big union or knuckly bit. But get these in the ground now, they'll get their roots established, and next year they'll just keep flowering. I mean, they're already flowering even when they come to you. So next year you're guaranteed to get flowers on these, and these will be absolutely beautiful.
I love them. It's 3 14-centimetre pots you're getting there, and it's just over £7 per rose. That's your delivered price as well, remember, because you're going to be using that offer code. So you'll get the free postage, and you've got just over, well, £35 saving, plus a bit more because you've got your club membership, plus a bit more because you're not charging any postage. So that is I think that's got to be the largest saving we've got in our show today. That's the first time we've seen them on YouGarden TV, so we're very excited to bring you those. The item number you need is 531245. Please get those ones added into your basket. You're going to absolutely adore those roses. They are new to us here. We're very, very thrilled to be bringing you all of this amazing newness into the shed. Now is the perfect time to get these planted in the ground as well. Autumn is the best time. Hello to you, Gillian, who's just joined us on Facebook as well. And Penny's dog is going to be called Peggy, and she's a Labradoodle. Oh, she's all fluffy and gorgeous. I can't wait. I'm not allowed another puppy, but I love all your puppy pictures and things, so send in your furry friends pictures. Or your plant pictures, I don't mind. Whichever one you want to send in, it's not a problem. Right, Adam's just sorting out a couple of things, and he's going to come back, but we are going to move on. We have got for you the Eremerus, or Eremerus. How do you pronounce it?
Eremerus.
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 Eremerus. Yeah, these are beautiful plants. I love these. There's an RHS garden in Essex, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they've got a huge area of these.
Are they known as foxtail lilies?
Yeah, that's it, foxtail lily. Yeah, and they've actually planted them in between roses. They've got them growing in rose beds, and they flower about May, June time. And these are impressive. I mean, they can get to about 1 metre, 2 metres tall, these flower spikes, and they are really, really different, really unusual. They've got these very unusual kind of roots that sort of slightly freak me out a bit, these roots, really. They're a bit, they look like tarantulas in bags. But what I would do with these as well, I'd give these a good soak. We say that about bulbs, but give these a good soak overnight in a bucket of water to rehydrate them. Oh my goodness me, they do look. they are gross.
Adam is
I'm not keen on the roots, but so you want those bits pointing down
like this,
like that, yeah, and then the shoots will come up from the middle. But they are really, really incredibly beautiful plants. And again, what they like, dig in lots of compost, lots of organic material, and plant them in a nice, moist, retaining soil, but in a sort of a sunny position. And yeah, they'll probably flower for you next year, but within a couple of years or so, they'll get established and they'll just send up these huge, massive, impressive flower spikes loved by the pollinating insects. And they are different, they're unusual, and once they're established, they'll come back for you year after year after year, and they're easy to grow. As I say, if I can remember the name of this RHS garden, you know, when I've been there in the past, and you go, say, about May, June time, they have great big clumps of these, and they're sort of sometimes a couple of metres tall, the flower spikes.
Wow, look at those.
And do you know, Bex, that is the word for these, wow.
They are wow, aren't they?
They are wow,
Look
definitely.
how long the season is going to last for you as well, with the way that those come up. They're just going to look beautiful for loads, you know, for a long time. Normally summer flowering?
Oh, yeah,
late summer?
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, they kind of start in May, but they can flower for a kind of long period of time. And eventually, once they get established, you might get sort of 4 or 5 kind of flower spikes per plant. But yeah, these are really, really glorious. You could grow them in a pot, but go for a big pot. I mean, you want something, probably one of our 50-litre size pots if you're going to grow them in a pot. But other than that, grow them in the ground. So lots of organic material, moisture retentive soil, sunny position, and yeah, you're going to impress yourself and you're going to impress your neighbours and your friends and your family with these.
It's a bare root, so am I expecting to get decent results next year with these? Or are they going to take a bit of time to establish?
You might get a flower next year, but I think probably sort of, you know, next year onwards will be kind of, yeah, when they'll start flowering.
It's what we normally say about bare roots. Yeah, you know, most of them are going to take a little bit of time to establish. Chances are you probably will. We had so many comments about people with their peonies, for example. They got flowers in the first year, but we just don't want to guarantee anything. You'll get them and they'll establish and they'll look amazing. Marissa, I saw her comment, foxtail lily, I see, whooping, got to get. Some people are actually adding a couple into their basket, so we can see We can see, we're not allowed to say, obviously, because of GDPR and all the rest of it. We know who you are, and I think you're very savvy, so well done you for getting a couple of these in your basket. It's £12.74 if you're a club member. You will get 2 packs of those. Sorry, there's 3 per pack. So if you're getting 2 packs, you are going to get 6 of those bare roots. 580079 is the item number. Let's crack on, because I want you to see all the new stuff before you start checking out your baskets. Of course, you can check out as many times as you like. There's no postage to pay, but you might as well fill your basket with everything you're going to be getting. Don't forget about that corner planter that we've got there. You will get the 6 that you're seeing. Obviously, you're not going to get the plants in the compost. We've just planted one up so you can get an idea. You can make that display very quickly and easily. And actually, they're not massively deep, are they? So it's perfect. So you're not going to use loads and loads of compost to fill these. 18 plants have gone into that, by the way, just so you know. And those are our Pansy Cool Waves. You can use it for so many different things. Pansy Cool Waves are still available. We've also got the Pansy Top Waves available for you. They're all over on the table over there. It looked great with the Viola Tiger Eyes in there as well.
And I'm just thinking next year as well, how about if you put different coloured lobelia in each one? That would look good, wouldn't it?
Beautiful,
all cascading down.
trailing down.
Well, yeah, so many options with that. We're going to think of loads and loads of different things on that, without a doubt.
Might have to get some.
Yeah,
Might have to get some. OK, let's move on, shall we? It's 130699 for the tri-corner planters. We're going to move on to something else that Adam has got in his garden.
I got this one.
Yeah, I got this. It came in this morning. It's like, I've got that one. I've got that one. I've got that one. And this is also one that he's got. Sorbaria, Sorbifolia, Crimson Feathers.
Yeah, it's a really, really great shrub, this one. It's tough. It will grow in shade. I've got it in my north-facing border, but it will grow in a sunny position. It's not fussed about soil at all. And it's a really, really unusual shrub. In fact, you'll plant it, and what it does... now, the word I'm going to say next, normally we associate this with a negative thing when we talk about plants, but it sends out little runners or suckers, a bit like sort of a lilac, for example, or roses, but that's a good thing, because what it will do eventually, it forms like a little clump or a little thicket, and it sends up these lovely stems. Now, generally, I've only seen them get to about 1 metre tall, kind of maximum height-wise. The new foliage comes through these stunningly beautiful colours. I mean, it's like a lot of plants here. The first foliage comes through a deep, deep red, and then it turns this lovely, lovely green. And then a little later in the summer, you get these beautiful feathery heads of white flowers, which are really, really attractive, loved by the bees. And it is one of the earliest shrubs to come into leaf. In a mild winter, I've actually seen the one in my garden almost break bud in February.
Wow.
And I've thought, like, just hang back a bit, because it's only February. But it is a tough, hardy shrub. It's very, very drought tolerant once established, and not fussed about soil. It will grow on chalky soil, sandy soil, clay soils. It will grow, as I say, shade or sun. I'll whip one out the pot for you, because it normally has a really, really good vigorous root system. And you can see there, look at that beautiful fibrous root system. It's a dark root system, but you can see it. Look at that. There's a little worm there as well. See, that's good. I love seeing worms.
Actually, worms is a sign of healthy soil, isn't it?
Yeah, healthy compost. And these, you can see all these buds here, these little buds down the side.
Yeah.
Now they're the ones that burst forth really quick in spring. I mean, sometimes in my garden, it almost seems only 10 minutes since it's lost its leaves that the buds start to break again and come forth. So,
amazing.
Yeah, so go for these. They are just a really beautiful shrub. And the leaf as well is such a beautiful, delicate shaped leaf.
And it's not going to take over.
No,
stays nice and compact.
Yeah, it does.
You were saying about the suckers, people can get worried. But
I mean, it'll kind of spread out about that far. That's all. Fabulous for a pot or a container, by the way. Really, really glorious in a pot or a container. But so I've got it against my fence on the shady side of my garden, and it loves it. Yeah.
Lovely. All right, 3 9-centimetre pots included there, £16.97. We've had a question on Facebook. How do I order? Yvette, good morning to you, my lovely. It's very, very simple to do so. We give you all of the details on the screen, so you're looking over that side there. We can see all of the details. Down the bottom, you can see the website address. It's YouGarden.com. There is also a phone number there that's open during the week, so you can use the phone lines. If you note down all of your item numbers of the items that you like, so if it's this one, for example, 511706, then you can go to the website, or you can use the phone line to place your order. We'll show you exactly how easy it is to do. There's also a show page on the website as well. If you want to check everything that we're showing in the live shows, you just need to click on this button here. And these are all the items that you can get with free postage. If you shop the rest of the website, there is a postage cost attached. But by shopping with us on the YouGarden page here, the YouGarden TV page, these are all the items you can add into your basket. So, for example, if you wanted to add the Sabaria, there it is, Crimson Feathers. You can click on there and it says Add to Basket. It gives you all the information, by the way. You can see a little key features summary. So it gives you the summary there, just to give you a rough idea. And then if you scroll down a bit further, it gives you all the information that you need on the plant. There's a summary in words, and further down is even more information. Then you can add that into your basket, view your basket, click on there, and this is where you can start. Well, this is where you can start getting all your savings, first of all. So there's an offer code. It changes every week. This week's code is YGTV 4225. And if you apply that code, that's where you're going to see those savings come off. So the postage cost has disappeared, and we've got the savings on the 2 items that we've put into the basket. You can also see there's a little box there that says join our club today and save £5.25. Now, if you added that into your basket, it will cost you £10 for the auto renewal. That's a one-off payment that lasts you for 12 months. But now look at the prices that have come down a bit further. You've saved £5.25 today, plus by joining the club you're going to get £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers and a couple of free postage vouchers sent to you as well. So you're already quids in. If you shop, you know, even if you shopped maybe, I mean, you can make back your £10 in one order sometimes, but if you bought, you know, maybe 3 or 4 things throughout the year, you've already saved money, basically.
I'm starting something on that, Bex. So if I paid for that order, say, with my NatWest debit card,
yes,
would the club membership renew automatically on that card?
As long as that card
hasn't expired. Okay,
so
cool.
Keep an eye on your expiry dates of your cards. Don't let your club membership lapse. And if you constantly keep it renewing, you'll only ever pay £10. If we put the price up and your membership lapses, you have to pay the higher price for the club. So just keep it running, basically. Keep an eye on your expiry dates on your cards and keep it going. I hope that helps. If it wasn't clear, get back in touch with us, Yvette, and I will I'll run through it again. I'll make it clearer. But details are all on the screen for you, and you've got the website or you've got the phone lines to place your order. Lots of orders coming in already. I think it's because we've got a fantastic show line up for you today. Lots of newness as well. We just talked about that Crimson Feathers. That's a fabulous one. You're going to get 3 of them, and remember that they are nice and small, only about 1 metre by 1 metre, so those are going to be perfect for smaller garden spaces and also larger ones as well. Brenda, we've seen your question. We will come back to you on that one very, very soon. We're just going to show a couple more items. We're going to go on to the Convallaria. This is Lily of the Valley, but it's pink. And guess what? Adam's got these.
I have, yeah. my hubby bought me a pot of these earlier this year, actually, pink. Lily of the Valley, and I've got them in that north-facing border because Lily of the Valley do quite well in shady positions.
They do.
But yeah, I mean, the white Lily of the Valley is spectacular, but the pink, I mean, goodness me, how stunningly beautiful does that look? And it likes exactly the same position as normal Lily of the Valley. Generally, I mean, I've found over the years, if you can grow Lily of the Valley somewhere where the soil always stays moist, it hates to dry out.
This is why those shady spots are a bit better, because they don't get dried out by the sun so much,
exactly.
do they?
So north-facing borders, shady areas, but moisture-retentive soil. What you'll find is they send out little runners under the ground or little pips, and eventually it will form a lovely little colony of Lily of the Valley. They flower about the same time as bluebells. And they like the same conditions. They're good for kind of woodlandy kind of positions, shady areas, and they like a really moisture retentive, rich kind of soil. You can grow them in pots and containers very, very easily, and our compost will be absolutely brilliant for these as long as you keep it moist. And year on year they'll gradually spread. You have the lovely little leaves. The leaves almost like little hosta leaves, and then the beautiful pink spires of flowers come out with their incredible, lovely, lovely fragrance. They do produce berries as well, which can be quite attractive. And then this time of year, the foliage turns a beautiful, buttery, bright yellow before they sort of die away to ground level. And then next spring, they'll come back for you all over again. So if you've already got white Lily of the Valley, why not incorporate some of these pink ones with them? And just imagine how beautiful that would look, having pink and white Lily of the Valley growing together.
I think it's fantastic to have a pink one as well. That is absolutely gorgeous. Love those little nodding flowers. They are so pretty. You're going to get 5 pips. So the pips are the underground runners, basically, aren't they?
Yeah, so can we open
like
this
a bare
bag? Or,
root.
yeah, I'll see if I can. I'll just put it. There we go.
Get your nails
so
in.
Get me nails in. Yeah, so I'll get one out here for you. There we go.
Thank you, Dingo.
There's one just give it a little
Dingo sent a
shake.
pic of his puppy.
So, yeah, so you can see here, these are what we call pips, and this is like a little root system. You can see, look at that lovely little shoot on the top there. I'll just clean it up a bit for you. Look at that beautiful, there you go, look at that. So you've got that beautiful shoot there. So, you know, plant these in the ground. When you plant them, spread the roots out nice and horizontally like this. So dig a hole, spread the roots out nice and flat like that, and then only just kind of put that sort of an inch or so below soil level, not too deep, in that lovely moist, rich soil. And there's a really, really, really good chance these will flower for you in 2026 because they're already well established. That's a nice sort of fat shoot on there as well. So that probably already contains, that bud already probably contains the flower for next year already.
580113 is the item number if you'd like to go for that one. You've got a £2 saving on there. You get 5 of those, £11 and 4 pence. But do remember that these are a clump forming or spreading perennial plant, so these can very happily naturalise in your garden.
Yeah, they can, as long as you give them the right conditions, and they will come back for donkey's years as well. Once Lily the Valley are happy, you'll have them forever.
Brenda, hello to you, my lovely. She's asked for a fast-growing perennial shrub, not too wide for the garden. I mean, I think, wouldn't the crimson feathers, is a metre too wide? Because that's relatively fast-growing, isn't it?
Yeah, that is quite fast-growing. I mean, does it have to be from what we've got here today?
No,
or,
I mean, it could be...
well, I'm thinking of Lysosteria. That could be a good one. I always love that, the pheasant berry.
That's nice.
Because that kind of grows up, but not too wide.
We've also got the Nandina on the show.
Yeah.
Would I call that fast-growing, though? Oh, needs to be good in a pot. Nandina would be amazing.
Yeah, Nandina would be good.
So Nandina Firepower only gets to about 60 by 60 centimetres. We've also got the Nandina Obsessed on the show today, which only gets to about 60 centimetres wide.
Some of our Candy Buddleias as well. They would be quite good in a pot because they're nice and compact. Only get to about 60, 70 centimetres tall, don't they? So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we got lots really.
The Nandinas, by the way, is not a bamboo. I know it's called sacred bamboo. It's just a name. Honestly, it's not bamboo. But that is a gorgeous one. Evergreen, simple, low maintenance, colour changing. You get fiery red tones. You get lovely green tones. It's winter hardy. I mean, I keep calling it the bulletproof plant because you can plant it anywhere. It doesn't need any maintenance. It can be drought tolerant once it gets established. It's beautiful. There's so many good things about that, isn't there?
Or perhaps go for a fatsia as well. You know, because you grow one of those in the pot. I mean, they do get big eventually, but
they get quite big. They're
quite fast growing, aren't they?
They're fast.
You can chop the top off and get them to reshoot. So
I like those in pots. They get tall, but in a pot you can maintain the size of it.
So hopefully that's given you some suggestions, some ideas.
Hello to Millie and Naomi, who've also just joined the chat. Millie's received her Rose Meteor and her Hyacinth and her Runaway Bride as well. Massive order for that. Thank you very much, Millie. I did meant to see Mauricia commented about how she received her paper bush and it's got loads of buds on it and it came really quickly. So thanks for that comment, Mauricia. I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you're pleased with that. Yeah, I did get distracted by Penny's puppy, and now I'm also distracted. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it, Stu. I'm taking over. We have got pictures to show you. I know you have to press the button. Please press the button, Stu.
They said on the radio
Please
this morning
press the button, Stu. Look at Dingo's puppy!
That's a big puppy.
Oh, but look at that beautiful face.
Oh, look at that coat as well. Super shiny.
I want to cuddle your puppy.
That is a healthy puppy. Look at that.
Wants you
beautiful.
I want your puppy.
Oh.
Oh, Lord. What's your puppy's name, Dingo? I've forgotten. Beautiful, beautiful.
Soulful eyes.
I love dogs. Anyway, enough about the puppies. Let's move on. Who's bought 2 of the Cleopatra? Oh, I was looking at the dog, sorry. Hi, Bex and Adam. Yes, I bought 2 lots of Cleopatra. And here's a pic of a puppy. Cheers, Dingo. Thank you, Dingo. Much appreciated for your order and for the picture of the puppy as well. Let's move on. We've got the Judas tree for you next. The Circus... It's a Judas tree.
Silly question.
I'm not going to try this. That sounds like a silly question.
I knew Stu was going to say that.
Oh my word. Right, we've got the Judas tree for you. 3 9-centimetre pots included here. Big saving, half price. You're saving £15, but actually less than half price because you get your club discount as well. Now, this is a once this gets established, this is a proper stunner. It's a flowering on bare stems thing, isn't it?
I don't want to sound boring, but I've also got one of these.
Oh, come on, Adam.
I've got a weeping form of one of these. But again, over the years, I've seen these in customers' gardens. In fact, I've planted lots of them in customers' gardens, and they're a really unusual kind of shrub. Small tree, because they can get sort of tree size, as you can see here, but they're really unusual in that the flower buds grow directly out of the trunk, not even sometimes on the ends, just like anywhere
out
the trunk. It's like, how's that happening? And they're almost got no stems on. They're like called sessile, so they come directly out the trunk, out of the twigs, all over. And in the spring, this is about the time rhododendrons flower. The whole tree is just smothered in thousands of these beautiful pea-like, dark purple flowers. Really, really unusual, incredible, impressive. And then these lovely heart-shaped leaves. The leaves are really stunning.
I adore the heart-shaped leaves.
Yeah.
They are proper heart-shaped as well.
Yeah, and you can see here these lovely, lovely heart-shaped leaves. And in another week's or so's time, these turn the most mind-blowing autumn yellow colours before they drop.
Yeah.
So, and you can see here, look, I mean, just anywhere, just on the trunk, on the stems, on the twigs, on the branches, these little clusters of pea-like flowers just burst out.
Amazing.
Completely cover the stems, and it looks good like this for about 3 or 4 weeks. The pollinating insects will absolutely love you for growing this shrub tree as well. And then in the summertime, really unusual, beautiful heart-shaped leaves, and say in the autumn, it looks just as spectacular as it does in the spring from the autumn colour. Sunny position, they do quite well on chalky soils as well.
Right.
But yeah, it's pretty easy shrub to grow generally. Bone hardy, by the way. They don't care how cold it gets in the winter. You can grow them in pretty much any part of the country. So if you want something different, unusual, go for these. They're amazing.
Now, it can get big tree shape size, but you can keep it smaller, and it's going to take ages to get to tree shape size. Yeah,
they are slow growing. So this one, for instance, kind of end of next year, about this big, the year after about that big. So yeah, they're not fast growing. And
if you don't want it to get tree size, I always give your example. Is it still going strong, your horse chestnut bonsai?
Yeah, it is.
So Adam's growing a horse chestnut tree, but it's bonsai'd. So you said no taller than hip height, and you've had it about 15 years.
Yeah, 15, 20 years. It's actually growing now in one of my, he's gone now, one of my dog's water bowls.
Yes.
So the bowl's only about that round, that deep, and the horse chestnut's only got about this big in about 20 years.
So I always like to give that example. It's the whole premise of what bonsai is all about. You can take a big tree that grows 12 metres tall, and you can keep it much smaller.
Yeah, keep it in a pot.
Just because they can grow tree size doesn't mean they have to. You can container grow pretty much anything. You can contain the size pretty much anything grows to by containing the size of pot that it grows in.
Yeah, just restrict the roots. Keep the roots restricted, and the plant won't get that big. But I mean, another suggestion I'd do with this is, well, if you 3 of these would be fabulous, but this would make a beautiful, beautiful gift. I would keep one for myself.
Yeah.
Because if you say to somebody, have a Google of this, Google this plant, have a look, they'd be cock-a-hoop getting one of these, because it's really, really beautiful. So if 3's too many, but the price is bonkers on these, by the way. I mean, this should be 10 quid per plant, because these are quite slow growing. They're quite difficult to get going, so the value is incredible. So have one for yourself and gift. Perhaps give one to your daughter, one to your son, one to a neighbour, and just enjoy this very unusual, different, incredibly beautiful plant.
They should be £9.99 each. You are paying £12.72 for all 3 of them. Marissa, I believe they're in your basket. Well done, you. Beautiful plant. I think you won't regret getting hold of those. 511310 is the item number if you would like to go for the Judas tree. The Cercis siliquastrum. Nailed it. Nailed it. Shall we remind you of some of the things that you've seen already, and then we can crack on and show you some more of the items that we've got over there. We're going to start off with Amirose. Of course we are. I absolutely adore that Amirose. This is your low-growing ground cover rose that is going to constantly give you a changing colour from the moment that the flowers open to the point where they fade. You're going to get peaches, yellows, oranges, pinks. Honestly, it's an amazing kaleidoscope of colour, and you can get constant flowers for 150 days of the year. That's amazing. Great for container growing, also great for creating a low-growing sort of shrub hedge border type thing. 531245 is the item number. You'll get 3 of those 14cm pots, and this is the largest saving for the entire show that we've got for you. £35 off, an extra 15% with a club membership, and you're getting free postage as well. So huge savings when you add all of that up together. 531245 is your item number. Go to YouGarden.com to place your orders. Use those item numbers to type them into the search bar, or go to our show page, and that's where you can shop everything that's on the live show today. Next up, we've got the Eremerus, or the foxtail lily, for you. Nice and tall plant, absolutely adding height into your borders. Gorgeous summer flowers, opening in succession from base up to tip there. Pollinators are going to absolutely adore them. They are winter hardy, they love a sunny spot, they're easy to grow. You can container grow them, but I think this is going to be perfect in your borders. You're getting those 3 bare roots. Give them a good soak before you plant them, and you should, fingers crossed, get some good results next year. Just bear in mind, bare roots take just a little bit of time to establish. So if it's not next year, it'll definitely be the year after. But we have had lots of success with bare roots and then flowering the following year. 580079 is your item number for the Eremerus Cleopatra. The Crimson Feathers. This one's a new one to me, but I absolutely adore it. Feel like I need one of these. Nice compact plant, gorgeous coloured foliage, lovely colour changing, nice red tones when it opens up. You get a transformation through to the greens and the goldens and the red tones again. It is deciduous, but as Adam's been telling us, it's one of the earliest to come back into leaf. Sometimes there are buds forming on there in February, which is unbelievable. Feathery kind of foliage on there as well, so nice interest going on with this one. And you're going to get 3 of those 9cm pots. A big saving with £10 off, £16.97 with your extra 15% discount for being a club member. 511706 is the item number for that one. Now we've got the Convallaria, the lily of the valley, but this is the pink variety. If you've already got the white, you need it. Just add this one into your basket as well. They're going to look great growing together. They love that sort of moist, shady spot in the garden, under trees, under shrubs. They like that kind of part in the garden that doesn't dry out. They are herbaceous. They will disappear underground, but they naturalise, they spread, and you get these beautiful, nodding, bell-shaped flowers every single year for many, many years as well. 580113 is the item number. It's £11.04 your discount club price, and you will get free postage by using that code as well. Finally, it was the Judas tree. I'm blown away by this. I mean, that picture just tells me I want this. Look at that against that gorgeous bright blue sky with the sea in the background. That is stunning. Those pinky purple flowers that appear just flowering from anywhere and everywhere on the plant. It can get massive and tree size, but of course you don't have to let it do that. You can containerize it, and it's going to take many years to get there. So I just say that because most of us, don't have huge, great big gardens, but you could absolutely grow this even in smaller spaces as well. 511310 is the item number, and it is a half price deal, plus you're getting your club discount as well at £12.72. Thank you to you all for spending your Thursday mornings with us. We really do appreciate it. Thursdays are the start of the week for us, and this is where we bring in new plants and stuff for the remainder of the week. So it's always good to join us on a Thursday so you can see the new deals first of all. We will be live again on Sunday. It's you and me again on Sunday, isn't it?
Yep.
So we'll be back again on Sunday from 9:30 in the morning. And of course, if you're busy and you need to nip in and out and you don't get to watch the whole show, you can watch it back. We upload the shows to the website. You can watch them on YouTube. You can watch them back on Facebook at your leisure as well. We love it when you're here live though, because you can interact, you can ask questions, you can send us your pictures, and we can hopefully answer all of those things for you. Just want to quickly remind you about those pots as well.
I'm loving this.
They're really good, aren't they?
It's stunning. It's knockout, this.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how much kind of plants you can get in just a tiny, tiny space.
Yeah.
Because quite often, I mean, if you planted these flat on the ground, you'd use a massive space, but because you're going upwards, it's like a little kind of tower block of beautiful, beautiful, stunning flowers.
Absolutely.
And all the different options as well. I mean, you said herbs would be incredible in there.
I love a herb. I love the idea of a herb garden in there. I mean, actually, what Craig has planted in here are the pansy cool waves, and we've got those available as garden readies. We used 18 of these in there. So of course, it's one per planting hole, and then one in the middle he's put as well, and that will tumble and trail over the edges and you won't even be able to see the pots. Those are the cool Wave Garden ready plants. Details are on the screen there. Go for 2 lots of those to fill that, or you could go for the pansy top waves as well, which are also tumbling and trailing plants. You don't have to have tumbling trailing plants.
No,
you could have primulas and things in there as well.
Primulas look fantastic, or as I say, the smaller spring flowering bulbs, things like crocus, snowdrops, Chianodoxus, scillas, Pushkinias, all those kind of things would do brilliant in there.
Bob says Hyde Hall.
Thank you. Whoa, Hyde Hall. Thank you. It's so
that
annoying.
That would have really annoyed him for ages, so thank you, Bob. Much appreciated.
I have to think because I can never remember Anglesey Abbey, though I have remembered it. But yeah, Hyde Hall. Yeah, if Hyde Hall is an RHS garden in Essex, and if you go there about May, June time, the Erymuras there, wow, they are so impressive, and they're over a huge area, and they're all different colours, and they can get a couple of 2 or 3 metres tall. So if you go for the Cleopatra one, you can achieve those incredible, stunning flowers.
We should go for a visit.
Yeah,
you and me. Should we have a day out?
Honestly, it's an amazing place because they've got this huge, great big rock garden.
Yeah.
And they grow plants there that you can normally only grow in the Mediterranean.
Wow.
But because it's so incredibly well drained and south-facing, they survive.
You can do me a tour. You can take me around and show me all the plants.
Yeah, love to.
And
they've got a beautiful restaurant as well.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right, it's a date. We've
Amazing
sorted it
restaurant.
Out. Right, we're going to move on to the compost, but let's just cover a couple of your emails as well. Gillian has said these were too nice to leave outside, so brought them in to enjoy. She also says, Adam, my aces haven't changed colour yet, but we'll send pics when they do. Mine has turned the most beautiful bright red colour, the garnet one that I've got, bright red, and it's started to drop its leaves now, but it's amazing.
They are amazing. The colours this year are going to be incredible as well.
Look at these beautiful flowers that she's brought indoors. I mean, it's a dahlia and a rose, right? And they look amazing together. Stu, push a button. Oh, there he is. Look, he's there. Sorry, I thought you were busy doing something else, my love. Look how pretty those are.
I'll tell you, I like that. Is that wallpaper or a
Yeah,
roller blind behind us?
Pretty, isn't
That's
it?
really cute as well. I like that. With their little
we're looking at flowers,
birds on there.
Adam.
I
Stop
know,
looking at the
just
wallpaper.
get distracted by the wallpaper. Little
Very
hummingbirds
nice,
and things
Gillian.
on there.
It is the last of the dahlias and roses and things, isn't it? I'm glad you're enjoying those.
I've been doing that this week as well, though, because they get spoiled, don't they, the rose buds? They get all damp and they go mouldy, don't they? So you cut them and bring them in, you can still enjoy them.
And Ali has sent her pictures in. She says some photos taken yesterday of things looking good in our garden at the moment. The rose is Rob Burrow. I have a question regarding the sprouts. Will they come back next year after they have been picked this year?
No.
No, Ali.
No.
They don't come back. They're an annual. But you don't pick your sprouts until after the first frost, right?
Yeah.
Because it does something to the flavour.
Yeah, it sweetens them up, basically. Yeah, it kind of makes the starch in there kind of more sugary, more sweet. So you wait for the first frost. Well, I haven't said that. I mean, the way things are going these days, that's getting later and later each year.
We might not be. We'll be eating it for Easter instead of Christmas.
Yeah. And you can actually harvest the top bit out of the middle sprout as well and cook that a bit like greens or cabbage as well if you want to.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of things you can do with Brussels. I love them. Nobody else in my family likes them.
I love them.
So she sent her pictures in. We've got a gorgeous hydrangea here. Must be one of the magical ones, surely, because it's got all those colour-changing... There's a label in there. I'm not going to be able to read that. Absolutely beautiful. I'm a big fan of hydrangea. I got 4 of those planted myself earlier this year. Do you have hydrangeas?
I do, yeah. I've got one of the big flat kind of paniculata types. I can't remember the actual variety, but it's beautiful. Yeah.
Lovely. She's got a gorgeous... I think they're Heliopsis, are they?
Yeah, that looks... is it Heliopsis? Yeah, it could be, or it looks a bit Gallardery, but yeah, no, Heliopsis, I think, yeah. I'll go for that.
They're quite similar, the two of them, aren't they? So really beautiful bright colours on those ones. We have got... So here's the Rob Burrow rose. Really creamy golden yellow you get with that one.
Look at the foliage on that as well.
Pretty, isn't it?
Really healthy foliage.
Fabulous. And one last picture from Ali. Let's have a look what's going on. Oh, here's the Brussels. OK, you can see them forming.
They're good. Look,
they're getting there, aren't they?
Yeah,
You've got a little way to go, but they are definitely getting there.
Just keep them well watered, keep them well hydrated. And yeah, and I mean, it's early days still. So by when we approach Christmas time, they'll get about so big, and yeah, they'll be lovely.
Very nice. If anybody wants to send any emails in, pictures, questions, comments, you're most welcome to. It's YGTV@YouGarden.com, so please send them in to us. We'll get a chance later on to show you, but oh my word, we have taken our time, so let's get cracking. We have got the premium professional compost. We're still running the deal, which is the 2 40-litre bags, the 80 litres of compost for £16.97. Price per litre on this one, this particular deal, is cracking.
And delivered to your door free as well, so no postage, which is like, phenomenal. And this stuff is just brilliant. I mean, I use it for so many different things. I use it in my customers' gardens, I use it for my house plants, I use it for cutting seeds, plug plants, improving the soil in my garden, topping up plants in pots in the garden. And it's kind of, I always describe this compost as being simple but brilliant. You go to garden centres sometimes these days and you see those bags and there's all these myriad of different things mentioned on there, and you're like, and then you see another bag with a myriad of different things and you think,
which one?
Which one? I just want something that's going to make things grow. Well, this we know does. This is our most 5-star, loved, rated, venerated, worshipped kind of product, if you like. I mean, loads and loads of you watching now have used this, and you can testify to how brilliant this is. It's peat reduced. It's been peat reduced for a long time, and even some of the peat we have and do use is renewable from sphagnum moss. So we kind of thought about that angle, and we only use the smallest amount of peat necessary to keep that fantastic moisture retention. But yeah, it's great to have a compost that holds on to moisture, but you need drainage as well, don't you? Because you don't want a compost that's really wet and claggy all the time. We've got that composted wood fibre, so that keeps it nice and open and airy. That improves drainage, so you've got that perfect balance, never too wet, never too dry. You've got a slow release fertiliser in here. You'll see lots of little tiny beads. They will feed your plants for up to 6 months. There's also a wetting agent in this. Now that's really important, because if this compost does ever dry out, you go on holiday for 2 weeks and people don't water your pots and containers, when you come back, everything's wilting. With those inferior composts, you try and hydrate it, it cascades straight off. With this, it wants to soak the moisture in. It's like kitchen towel. Also, it's nice and pH balanced. It's not too acid, it's not too alkaline. And we do have an acid version of this for rhododendrons and azaleas if you want to go for that. But yeah, practically everything grows in this. It's just remarkable.
1000064 is the item number if you'd like to go for this particular deal. It's £16.97 delivered price. That will be delivered to your door. I got my order just earlier on this week because I've been doing a little bit of gardening, planting up my autumn bedding. Still got to do all my bulbs and things, so I'll probably be placing another order very soon as well. Get stocked up. Autumn is a very busy time for the compost. Brenda, let's show you how to place your order. So anybody that wants to place an order, this is how you do it. Brenda was specifically looking for the Fatsia. That's not on the show today, but all you need to do is go to the website, and actually, because it was on last week, you can still get free shipping on it. So go in, type in Fatsia. It will bring up all of the different options that you've got. This one is the Fatsia japonica, so this is the one that you want to add into your basket. The item number is 510428. Just in case you need to know the item number, you can search by name as well, and then you're just going to click on add to basket here. So then you can view your basket by clicking there, and as you can see, Stu has already entered the code. We're going to remove it so we can show you the entire journey. So it's £17.99, but you're paying £6.99 postage as well. But because you're talking to us, we're giving you all the top tips. We're going to tell you to enter in the code YGTV 4225 and apply the code. Watch what happens here. Look, your postage disappears. You are getting free shipping, and look, you've got that discount included on there as well. And then you can continue shopping, you can add more items into your basket. Everybody needs compost, so add that one into your basket as well. View your basket. Because you've already entered the code, you're still getting your free shipping. And of course you can save, just on this one order, you could be saving £5.70 by joining the club. So you can add that into your basket as well. I mean, that's half your membership price back immediately from what you're saving there. Next time you place an order, you'll get all of that cost back as well. Brenda, I hope that helps. And if anybody else needs any guidance or help in any way, shape or form, do let us know. You can comment on Facebook, Stu's keeping an eye on that. You can comment in YouTube, and you can send us emails and addresses and things as well. Grimmy's back. Hey, Grimmy, how are you?
Hey, Grimmy.
Nice to have your company. He's been away as well. Millie needs to know, can I plant hyacinth now?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you growing it indoors or growing it outdoors? Either way, you can plant it now.
Yeah, definitely. Hyacinths, gorgeous, spectacular bulbs. One of my favourite.
Ah, the fragrance.
Oh, fragrance.
I grew was it the blue ones last year? Oh my word, the fragrance was amazing.
And the colours. I mean, just the brightness of the colours that time of year after a dull winter. Hyacinths. Oh.
Right. Let's move you on to standards. Now this is got my eye on this. I love a magnolia, absolutely adore them. Typically, they can get a bit too big for my liking.
Sometimes.
But we've got the Magnolia Susan Standard for you here. And normally these come at a much higher price point because there's a lot of work that goes into growing them into the Standard. So you pay the higher price point for them. Have a little look at the price here because it should be £34.99. £12 taken off, plus your club discount, under 20 quid to get this Magnolia Susan Standard.
And it's that great thing also about standards is that if you've got a small space, you can plant right up under the base.
Yeah,
if this was a kind of just straight in the ground sort of shrub, you've got to leave a big area, haven't you, for it to expand and grow. But you could put this in a container, even if you're on a balcony 3 floors up, you could put this in a pot and then you could plant right up around the base with spring flowering bulbs. You could go for things like wallflowers, forget-me-nots, all those kind of things. So you get all that wonderful spring display. And then when they've gone over, you can change that for your summer flowering perennials or annuals, whatever you want to do. And this one, I was just checking this one out. Now, this one looks like it's been grown into a standard to me. I can't see any grafting on here. So it's actually
been trained into that. Yeah,
it's
it looks
literally
like
been
it.
trained. So, I mean, a lot of work has gone into creating this plant. And you can see the flowers on these. These are really, really beautiful. They're almost like tulip-like flowers, that lovely, deep kind of purpley colour. Great big, huge flower buds on here as well. And these flowers can be about sort of 3, 4, 5 inches tall. So really, really impressive flowers just before the foliage really emerges properly. Then you've got these really, really lovely, lovely leaves. And in another couple of weeks' time, these leaves, again, will turn a lovely, lovely yellow colour before they finally drop. So if you've always wanted to grow a magnolia, but as Bex said, you know, you've always sort of thought, well, I need a really huge amount of space, you could actually grow this probably very easily in one of our 35 or even 50 litre pots.
I agree, yeah.
And it would be happy there forever, for always.
It's a gorgeous one, honestly. I love the colour of the flowers. They're much brighter shades than the typical magnolia that you see. You know, it's normally the Soulangiana that you see growing everywhere, and it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I do love the shade and the colour of that particular flower.
Am I going to make a mess?
Adam's going to make a mess, but it's fine. I can tell this is nice and rooty. There it is, look, 510509, a rooty beauty, absolutely raring to grow. It's under £20 right now as well. Winter hardy, super simple. Get your magnolias now, because you're all going to ask us for magnolias once they're in flower. If you get it now, you'll get to enjoy the flowers. It's too late to ask us when they're already in flower. Exactly the same reason why you buy cherry blossom now, because you want the cherry blossoms next year. Verna, no, yes, Verna. Hello, Verna. The foxtail lily isn't out of stock. Stu's just had a little check. Verna, we're going to show you. Please don't be disappointed. Let's make sure you're getting the right one. Go to the show page, scroll down, look, there it is. Click on Eremerus Cleopatra and then add to basket, view basket. There they are, look, we've been able to add 2 into the basket. It wouldn't allow us to do that if they weren't there. So Verna, just try again, my love, please, because they are available. Let us know if you're still having problems, and we'll see if there's anything else we can do. But we're going to put the item number back onto the screen for you so you can have a look. 580079. But if you go through the show page, you should be able to click into it from there. Have another try, Verna, OK? OK, this is what I love about being interactive. If there's any more questions, we can see them. That's what I really like. Right, we're going to keep going. Let's go over to this table now because it is Thursday. What does Thursday mean, Adam?
It's the start of our Rose of the Week, our new Rose of the Week, which is good. Yeah, we've had loads this year. How many have we gone through now? Do we know?
Oh, we'll have to do a count. We'll have to have a look what we started.
Must be at least 20, 25, I'd have
Gotta
thought.
be, hasn't it? We've done quite a few of them. But we are bringing you a different Rose of the Week every single week, and it means that we're bringing them to you at a cracking price, a cracking deal as well. This one's actually got is it a £10 saving on this one? Even better! Oh my word! It should be $34.99. We are saving £15 on there. Plus, you're getting a 15%. It's $16.99. It's under £17. And actually, a wonderful thing with the Chelsea Pensioner is that there's a £2.50 donation,
which is lovely, isn't it?
With the purchase of this that goes to the Chelsea Pensioner. Charity.
London Hospital,
Hospital.
Chelsea Hospital, and which does sort of sterling work. And I know people think it's sort of just Chelsea pensioners, but it helps all sorts of war veterans, from all different ages and generations. So that's nice to know. You buy this rose, you make that contribution, and it is a really, really beautiful rose. Craig, who sort of picks all the items for us for the show, has found some with flowers on still, and it's a really, I think the word Bex uses, petalicious.
Petalicious.
Kind of flower. You can up to 50 petals per flower. flower. So really, really densely packed flowers on there. It's a hybrid tea, so that means you get those individual flowers, almost like what I call Valentine's Day kind of roses, where you get a single stem, but you get a really spectacular flower. And it's repeat flowering. So, you know, you'll get one flush of flower, you deadhead. Look at that. I mean, look at that flower there. That is so lush, so sort of layered and deep, and even like that little fleck of white in the middle there as well. So it'll repeat flower for you all the way through till, well, now, because look, we've gone past the middle of October and we're still finding some out in our nursery with flowers on. Healthy foliage on this, only gets to about 1 metre tall, so a nice compact rose. It's one you could grow in a container quite easily. Of course, you can grow it in the open ground if you prefer as well. It does have a slight fragrance, but it's not, you know, we're not going to sort of overplay the fragrance of it, but the colour and the actual, you know, kind of amount of petals and the richness of the flowers, you know, it's a beauty, this one, and it is a really gorgeous, true, deep red.
Proper red rose, that one. Harkness Rose, Chelsea Pensioner, 531104. Under £17 and free postage should be £34.99. So you are getting a phenomenal price on it was Chelsea nominated as well for an award at Chelsea. It didn't win, but it doesn't matter. A nomination is just as good, isn't it, Adam?
Well, it's like getting nominated for an Oscar, isn't it, or a BAFTA or something. I mean,
still gonna be
you might not win,
yeah.
but the fact that you're actually kind of up
You're
to
up
that
there.
standard,
Yeah,
they
definitely.
even think you can get one is amazing.
OK, we're moving on. We're going to go and have a look at the Hydrangea Paniculata collection. And actually, you're going to get 3 different hydrangeas included in here. You're getting the Silver Dollar, the Diamond Rouge, and the Sunday Phrase included as well. And a wonderful sort of graduation and colour tone here, working perfectly together.
That's the nice thing about these, is because the flower kind of colour does change as the flower ages as well. But you can get those 3 different varieties. So I would plant these. Joe, Stu's just saying come here, and he got to
Took the words out your mouth,
half a
didn't he?
second before, and yeah, Stu's suggestion is brilliant. Plant these in the kind of same sort of area. I'd plant them in like a triangular kind of shape. I mean, you know, space them about 1.5 metres apart.
Yeah.
You know, 2 metres apart.
Give them a little bit of space.
Yeah, give them a little bit of space. But I think if you could plant all 3 in a similar part of the garden, and then, of course, you can underplant with other plants as well. This is going to look absolutely amazing, these. And they're easy to prune. The great thing about paniculata type of hydrangeas is in the spring, late winter, mid-spring, if they're taller than you want them to be, trim them down to whatever height you'd like them to be. They'll reshoot and they'll flower exactly that year on that new wood.
It's amazing how quick they grow and
they
flower. I am blown away by the ones that I got this year and how quick they grew and flowered.
Yeah, and you've got that sort of colour change as well. So on these, you know, the flowers can be one colour, and as they age, you can get hints of pink, hints of reds, sort of different colours sort of developing on these as well. You've got 3 fabulous plants there in 9-centimetre pots, but these are fast-growing hydrangeas. Only get to about 1 metre tall as well, so they're not going to get really, really huge. And again, if you wanted to, you could grow these. I wouldn't grow 3 in one container, but you could certainly grow them in individual containers if you wanted to. But you know, if you've always loved hydrangeas, I think for £16.97, free kind of shipping, this is a really, really good way to start a collection of these stunning paniculata hydrangeas.
Amazing way, and yes, they are rooty beauties, just as you would expect. 510358 is the item number for that particular collection there. Saving £10, down to £16.97, your club price on that one. Free postage as long as you use the code. That's how you get your savings. That's how you get all the amazing deals. We've still got the Pansy Top Wave for you, and I want you to get hold of your Pansy Top Wave. I just planted mine up yesterday or the day before. Literally this week I planted them. I have not gone for hanging baskets,
Okay,
because I've already got my hanging baskets. I've got the Cool Waves in hanging baskets. So what I've got is 2 of the pots. Stu, it's the black and white ones, the wicker designs. Yeah, that got that kind of Chinesey feel to them, that Oriental feel to them. Absolutely adore them. Don't care what pot they're going in, because ultimately they're going to get completely covered. The pot will get covered with these particular flowers, won't they?
Because we have Cool Wave and we have Top Wave. Now, kind of the difference is with the Top Wave, you're going to get full-size pansy flowers, much bigger flowers on those than the Cool Wave. But also, you're going to get pansies that are going to cascade. They're going to tumble down, perhaps to 30 to 40 centimetres, which is phenomenal. And also another bonkers thing about these, they can flower for up to 10 months. Look at this. This isn't Photoshopped. Somebody's actually grown this. How stunning and elegant is that?
I cannot wait to have that. That's what I'm going for.
It's just a ball of colour, isn't it?
So good.
Just flowers all the way round. And look at the size of those flowers. I mean, you can see kind of that's somebody's hand then. You can see the size of the flower compared to their hand. So great big flowers. Lovely mixture of colours as well. And look at their little centres. They look like they've got little faces, little smiley faces.
I love the personality of pansies. They're just so pretty.
And it's the mix there. Some of those flowers are a solid colour, and others have got a lovely mix of colours, haven't they? So it's almost like every flower is individual. They're all grown on really fantastically well. Bex is going to whip one out and show you the beautiful root system on these. And garden ready literally means that they are ready to go in the garden. These are strong enough to defend themselves now. They don't need growing on, they don't need mollycoddling. And just one other quick thing to say as well is, go for these pansies now, get them established now, because if you get them in the ground now, they'll get their roots in, and as the days continue to get shorter and get colder, they will acclimatise, they will adapt. If you wait until mid-November and you go off to a garden centre and they're in a lovely warm polytunnel.
Well, you can't get them anywhere else.
You can't get them, yeah.
These are exclusive to us, but yeah.
Yeah, and then you plant them outside, and that night we get a -4, -5 frost.
They won't like it.
They're going to go into shock. These won't, because they've already got used to the colder temperatures, and you'll get us up to 10 months of flower on these. And just 3 quick things you've got to do. Just keep them watered, even in the winter, feed them and deadhead them.
I adore them. They are they're the upgrade from your pansy cool waves. Love them, and I've still got pansy cool waves. Basically, the additional thing you get with this is larger flowers. Everything else is the same. 10 months worth of colour, completely winter hardy, and very simple and easy to grow. You can have winter colour in your garden. We want you to get the best winter colour, and that is with the beautiful pansy top wave, the larger flowers. Exciting on those. Next up, we've got the snowdrops. This is the Galanthus nivalis. So these come to you as bulbs. They are award-winning bulbs too.
Yeah, Award of Garden Merit from the Royal Horticultural Society, and they only give that to plants that meet all sorts of different criteria. So, it's health, it's flower size, it's vigour, it's reliability, it's hardiness, all them different things. Now, I'm going to be really upfront and honest with you. I am not normally somebody who advocates buying snowdrops as bulbs. And I'll tell you for why. Because when you go to the garden centres and you see those stands with the little cardboard backing and the little packet on the front, and those bulbs have probably been harvested months and months before, and you see these pea-sized bulbs. Kind of on the rack, and they're all dehydrated and shriveled, and quite often they won't flower in their first year. These are massive, these bulbs.
They're big.
You can see the size of that bulb there. I mean, a great big huge bulb. They're more like daffodil bulbs, to be honest. So they're firm, they're not squishy, they're not smelly. Those are guaranteed to flower for you in 2026. So
that's a claim.
Yeah, no, honestly, Bex, they will. Because inside every one of those bulbs, in the middle of every one of those bulbs, there'll already be a little tiny flower already embedded in the middle of that bulb. And these are just glorious. Well, you know where snowdrops grow. They're great for woodlands. They're great for cool, damp areas. They look nice growing in the lawn. You can grow them in pots and containers. You can grow them on those north-facing borders. They'll spread, they'll multiply, and also they're great for the very early pollinators. And of course, they just lift your heart, don't they, at the end of winter?
I love a snowdrop. I know you all love snowdrops as well. They'll multiply in your garden. You'll have them there for years. 20 bulbs for £8.49. That's a bargain. 600128 is the ICE number if you'd like to go for that. We're going to end this table with the Japanese Maple Acer collection. You have got a triple pack of the, I think these are the 10.5 centimetre pots that we're getting included here. And you're getting the 3 gorgeous varieties, really beautifully selected to work together. Oh, hang on. We need to correct the graphic. Oh, it's not emerald lace. You're getting butterfly, orange dream, and atropurpureum. Stu will sort that out. You're still getting so we put the collection together so you get the wide range of foliage colour, don't we?
You do. I mean, you can see here on the picture. So you're getting, there's 3 different colours, and that's just kind of what they do in the summertime. I mean, the great thing about acers is they're always changing their colour. So This one, for example, is this like looks like Taylor. This is the butterfly. Yeah.
Butterfly.
So the butterfly one, the new foliage will come through kind of even more pink edged in the spring, and then you get that transition this time of year to those fantastic autumn colours. And this is a great way, again, of getting a collection. We talked about the little hydrangea collection a moment ago. If you want to start off your Japanese Acer collection, these are really well-established plants. They'll have a lovely little root system on. I'll take one out of the pot. Sometimes the root systems are quite dark on Acer, so you can't always obviously see it. Oh, you
can see that one.
I've been corrected there. Look at that. I mean, that is so beautifully, wonderfully well-rooted on the base there. So these are going to establish themselves very, very quickly. And these, by the way, would look absolutely gorgeous growing in the same part of your garden as those pink Lily of the Valley. If you want to go for both of those, they'd look lovely.
Acers, snowdrops,
Pink
Lily of the Valleys.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
Crimson.
Yeah, the Silbaria.
Because you said that works in a shady spot as well. We've got lots of items on the show today that could work in a shady spot for you. Now, acers are just about to drop their leaves. They're about to go into their winter dormancy. They work amazing planted in groups and collections, which is why we bring you this gorgeous collection. And because they're starting to go dormant, this is why we're bringing you this awesome deal. So £20 saving on there, down to £21.22. That is £7 and just over 7 pence per acer there. 510134 if you'd like to get hold of that Japanese maple acer collection. I'm going to show you a few things that we haven't seen so far, just to give you a little bit of a sneak preview. We're not going to get through everything today, but do come back on Sunday to join us again, or check the show page to see anything else that you haven't seen so far. We saw the top wave. Do you want the cool wave? The cool wave are amazing. I am growing the pansy cool waves in my garden. I've got them planted, well, I've got the pre-planted hanging baskets, which I think is still available, but you can also get them as the garden ready plants as well. 400967 is the item number if you want to get 10 garden ready plants for £11 and 4 pence. Beautiful colour range included. You've got the berries and cream, but you've also got the yellows in there as well, which really gives a pop of colour. That's what I've got as the pre-planted hanging baskets. But those are the garden ready plants. If you want the pre-planted hanging baskets, we have got a bit of a deal for you on these ones. These are the rattan hanging baskets. It's 2 of them. Those are the ones that I got delivered and that are hanging up outside my house right now. I tell you what, I paid more than this for them. I got them for £29. Sorry, you're getting them for £29 and 73 pence as the discount club price. It is it's under £15 each. You're already getting a £15 saving. Think about the break down that price point. For £15, you're getting multiple pansy cool wave plants, you're getting the compost, and you're getting the hanging basket that they're in, and the chains as well. You wouldn't be able to get, I think, the raw elements to create your hanging basket for that price. That's your delivered price as well, remember, because you have no postage to pay as long as you are using that offer code. This week it is YGTV 4225. So you can get the pre-planted, or you can get the ones and plant them up yourself. Entirely up to you whether you get the garden readies or the pre-planted. No judgment here if you want to get either one. If you want to take the easier route and get the pre-planted, I did. I'm not shy about it. I did. I couldn't be bothered this year, so I've got the pre-planted ones. 450-155 for your pre-planteds. Excuse me, having a little slurp in me drink. We've also got the Viola Sorbet Tiger Eyes, if you do like your garden readies. So these, I mean, look at that flower. Those are just mesmerising. Violas are a bit like pansies, but smaller flowers. These are your upright flowers. These are what's going to look great, actually, we thought, in the planter. You know, the round, what do we call it? Corner plant. Tri-corner, thank you. The tri-corner planters. They look fantastic in there. Don't get massive. They grow to about 20 by 20 centimetres. Beautiful bright yellow flowers with those wonderful black stripes running through there. Happy, happy, joyful flowers is all I can say about those ones. And winter hardy, by the way. They're going to flower all the way through the winter as long as you get them in and get them established now. It is, oh, this is a great price. 20 garden ready plants for £12.73. Nice. 410016 is the item number for that one. Also coming up later, we have got, it's the Lucky Dip Perennials. This is always a favourite. It's exciting whenever we bring you this. Right, you're going to get 9 centimetre plants. Let's have a guess at how much. Now, for a 9 centimetre perennial plant, you'd be paying, what, £6-7? Quite happily. Times that by 9, that's a lot, isn't it? 60 quid. We're going to bring this to, let's go. All right, I would be happy with £3.50 per plant. So that's times 9, 9, 18, 27. Let's say £29.99. I'd be happy with that. 9 perennials, 9 centimetre plants. Even better. Look at that. So our RRP is £44.91, which I think is a really good price, by the way, for 9 centimetre perennial plants. We're saving nearly £25, bringing that price down to £19.99. But you will get 15% discount by being a club member, which brings it down to £16.99. That is under £2 a pot. Under £2 per pot. That's brilliant. 561046 is the item number. I tell you what, you could buy multiples of these and sell them at your local plant sale. Get down to your car boot, you could sell them for like £5 each. That's not a bad idea, is it? I didn't say that. Don't tell the boss. 561046 if you want to get those. The last one for you is going to be the gorgeous geranium storm cloud. Now, these are dormant plants. I will tell you straight away, if you get these, you probably won't see much above the ground. They have died back. They are herbaceous perennial plants. So you're going to have to trust the process with this. They're worth it. They're worth getting in the ground now because they will give you that gorgeous display next year. But yeah, they are dormant at the moment. You're saving £10 on it. You can get 3 of them for £16.97. And I love a hardy geranium. They're easy, they flower for ages, they're long lasting. And this one, the Storm Cloud, is a stunner. 560986. Okay, I've been talking a lot about club prices. For anybody that's brand new, hello, welcome, I'm Bex. It's lovely to have your company. Adam's with me, Stu's pressing all the buttons today. But if you do want to know how to join the club, maybe this is for you, Brenda and Yvette, you're asking how to place an order. Are you brand new to us? Do you want to know how to join the club and how brilliant it is? Watch this.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year, we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member. And that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
There you go. So it's that easy, and there are so many benefits. You can place your order for your club membership at the same time as you place your order for your plants, and you can actually start saving on your first order. You don't have to wait for anything to come out to you. You can save that 15% straight away. So it's a brilliant club to be a member of. We're all club members. We've all saved lots of money, and we've got well over 45,000 members now. We'll have to ask for another recount to see how many members we've got at the moment, because there are loads of people in that club. Right, let's have a little dive into the chat, shall we? Millie says she's expecting her crocus bulbs soon. Anne is saying the pink lily of the valley is so pretty. She does have the white. Perhaps it's time to add the pink one into your basket as well. Marissa was saying she saw her first sighting of the Judas tree in a village near Alfriston near Seaford. Don't know that place, but yes, it's a beautiful one. I can't ever remember like seeing one. I'm sure I have, but
if you saw one, you wouldn't forget it.
You wouldn't forget it, would you?
No. There's
I'm going to be looking everywhere for one now.
There's a place I visit just on the outskirts of Bishop Stortford where I used to live, and they've got a huge Judas tree in their front garden.
Yeah.
And when you drive past it in May, oh my goodness me, it's mind-blowing.
Beautiful. Verna has sorted it. She's got her foxtail lilies. I'm glad to hear it, Verna. We will be showing you those again very, very soon. Emails. Grimmy got back in touch. No, sorry, not Grimmy. I always mix Grimmy and Dingo up. I'm so sorry, you two. It's because you've got the nicknames. I don't know why. You're kind of interchange nicknames. Did I say something else? Dingo's been in touch. His dog is named Cash. Thank you, Dingo. Beautiful Cash. I love him. Also, a few pictures of my new YouGarden aces coming along nicely. So there they are, looking fab. Obviously, they are going to start going dormant and they're going to start dropping their leaves very, very soon.
Did you call him Cash to avoid the VAT?
Maybe he was really expensive. Maybe that's why he's called him. Maybe he's called him Cash because he's like, you cost me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Good name though. I like that.
Now we're talking about Cash. There he is. Oh my word! Look at him. He's so pretty. Yeah, we're all interested in what you're watching on the telly, by the way, at the moment you took that picture. Also, I was checking out your DVD collection. I was scrolling in and looking at your DVD collection earlier as well. You have got a good collection in there. I'm quite... Anyway, we are nosy people. we want to stroke your dog, drink your rum and watch your films. Is that all right? Sounds like a perfect night, doesn't it?
Is it good to me?
Please join our little community. We love hearing from you. We are all a bit bonkers, but we love it. We love having you here, so thank you very much. Let's take you back along the favourites table, shall we? We're going to start off with the Rose Amorose, a fabulous ground cover rose for you.
It is a good ground cover rose, and you can see just those two flowers. If we bring those two flowers together here, like those.
Oh, yeah.
With Ben, yeah, you get it easier than me. Look, I mean, two different coloured flowers on the same plum. I mean, so it's kind of incredible. You get that colour change on those. One's that sort of soft pinky colour, one's more of an apricot-y colour. These only get to about 50 centimetres tall. They flower, oh, lovely nails, by the way, Bex.
Thank you.
They flower for month after month after month, and they just make a really beautiful miniature rose hedge that just keeps flowering all the way through till now. I mean, these are stock that Craig literally picked out from the nursery this morning. And even mid-October, still buds, still flowers. Healthy foliage, easy to look after. I think these are knockout. I mean, a really nice alternative to lavender, but you could grow them individually in pots or containers. You decide, you choose.
Yeah, and listen, you're going to get constant colour for 5 months. You know, these can be flowering consistently for 5 months. Bit of deadheading, once annual prune, that's pretty much all you need to do with your roses to keep them going. I mean, feeding and stuff like that, obviously, it really does help, but roses are much easier than you might think. 531245, you'll get all three of those that you're looking at there, and now is the perfect time to get your perennials planted in the ground. It's just £21.22. Biggest saving of the day, by the way, £35 off the price, plus your club discount, plus your postage saved. Huge savings there. We've got the beautiful Cleopatra for you, the Erimerus. I'm going to call them foxtail lilies. We've got the foxtail lilies for you here. These are the bare roots. You're going to get 3 of the bare roots included.
And these are really incredible perennials. These are statement perennials. These aren't kind of blushing violets. These really do make a big, impactful statement in the garden. So plant these towards the back of the border, the middle of the border, a nice bright open sunny position, but really good moisture retentive soil. Dig in some really good compost before you plant these, well rotted manure, garden compost. Just get lots and lots of organic material in the ground before you plant these. I would soak them overnight as well before you do that. You might get some flowers next year, But the year after that, and after that, and after that, you're going to get these great big flower spikes. They can be up to a couple of metres tall, these flower spikes. So very, very impressive. They'll be smothered in pollinated insects. And look at those individual flowers on that flower spike. If you ever, I mean, I don't know, you know, obviously I don't know where you all live, but if you live within travelling distance of Hyde Hall, which is an amazing RHS garden in Essex, they have got a vast area of these that flower about May into June, and they are so, so, so impressive. But oh, that's just.
It's like it's.
That is. Oh, I can't even look at that. That just really freaks me out. Just take that off. That is gross. That's just.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Whoa.
It's not real.
Yay. Oh gosh. No,
Adam has got a real.
They
you
are
are a proper
that's
arachnophobe,
just like a
aren't you?
tarantula. That is bad, Matt. That's not good.
It's just a bed.
I don't like it.
Right, you're going to get 3, and I want to show you the size as well. That is a big.
Stop
chunky,
wobbling it.
That is a big chunky bare root, and I do actually love the bags that these are coming in as well. I don't know if this is something different for this particular item or what we're doing in the future, but I do actually like that. That could be a really handy bag for future use as well, couldn't it? 3 of those bare roots included in there. 580079. Loads of people multi-ordering on this one, going for 2 lots of this and not just one. £12.74 is the price you're going to pay for that one as your club member. Next up, we've got the Crimson Feathers. This is the second favourite of the show today. I can absolutely see why. Long foliage time on this one.
Yeah, Solbaria, this is.
Did your tummy rumble then?
You did. Did you hear it?
Apparently
Oh, no.
Stu picked it up on the mic. It wasn't me.
Oh, that's embarrassing. That's awkward. I have a bit of a gulp of my Huel in the minute, like kind of quench the tummy rumbles. Yeah, this is wonderful, Solbaria sorbifolia. I've got this shrub in my own garden. Only gets about 1 metre tall, perhaps 1.5 metres, but really roundabouts 1 metre, and it forms like a lovely little thicket, a bit like if you've grown the Sarcococa hookeriana. It grows kind of like that. It comes into bud extraordinarily early, sometimes end of February, mid to end of February. The new leaves come out this fiery red colour, then they tone down to kind of yellows, and then eventually really, really lovely green colours. Lovely ferny type leaves as well, and then beautiful white flower heads, kind of like pyramid-shaped white flower heads, loved by the pollinating insects. It says grow it in sun, but I've actually got mine growing in quite a shady position on a north-facing border. It is bone hardy and tough. A really, really tough shrub. Plant it, leave it, love it. It'll come back year after year. It'll look stunning. It's got interesting foliage shape and colour, and the flowers. It's great. I don't know why more people don't grow it. It's
look,
easy.
do you know what? I think it's one you could easily just walk past. You know what I mean? Like some plants, unless it's got its amazing flowering seed, like a magnolia or a cherry blossom or something like that, you can walk past it and not pay much attention. It's when you see that transition of those colours and things, and this is what we're here for.
Exactly.
This is why we can bring this to life. If you were to walk past it in a nursery or a garden centre, you'd probably just walk past it.
Yeah, but it is, to be fair, yeah, I can get that. But when you grow this, I mean, I actually got mine as a cut-in from where I used to live.
Did you?
Previously, because there was a lovely chap there called Ron, and he grew this in his garden. And I remember walking past it in the spring in particular. I said to him, "What is that? That's such a stunning shrub."
Yeah.
And I wasn't familiar with it then. And this is going back a few years. And I looked it up, and I thought, you know what? That's a real hidden gem, that plant.
There
and
you
he
go.
gave me a cut-in, and I've got it in my new garden now where I live in Norfolk, and it's just such a reliable plant, and it's great because it's filling a little shady kind of patch against a fence where I've struggled to grow other things, and it just loves being there, and I do nothing with it. I don't even prune it. I just leave it to do what it wants to do.
That is my favourite kind of plant. 511706 is the item number. You'll get 3 of the 9cm pots with a £10 saving, and with your club discount you get it for £16.97. Good morning, Alistair. He says he's a bit busy this morning, so he's going to have to to watch back later, doesn't matter. We love to have your company. Thanks for popping in. You can watch back any time you like. The deals will be valid. We've only just launched them, obviously, because Thursday is the start of our new week. They will run right the way through to the end of Wednesday next week. So watch the shows back whenever you want to. We like it when you join us live, obviously, because you can join in, and we like having the chat. But of course, watch it back whenever you like. Let's move on, shall we, to the Convallaria. We've got the pink Lily of the Valley here for you. Now, these are Lily of the Valley pips, which is a bit like, think of it like a bare root, basically. They're the underground root system, aren't they?
We've got one here. There we go. Out you come, you. Come on. I can see the top of this one already. Look at this.
Nice.
It's magnificent. Look at those great big fat buds on there. So look at that. Beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised at all if these flower for you in 2026, because they're really nice thick shoots on there. When you plant them, sort of just spread the roots out. Dig a hole wide enough to spread the roots out horizontally, and just plant them just an inch or so below the soil surface, not too deep. And then next spring, these beautiful shoots will erupt through the soil. Quite often the leaves come first and then the flowers will come sort of just above the foliage afterwards. Lovely shady position, that's where they're really, really happy. Moisture retentive soil. Grow them in containers if you want to, but the secret with Lily of the Valley is one of those plants I get asked a lot about, because people say to me, I love Lily of the Valley, I've always wanted to grow Lily of the Valley.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and I can't get it to grow. The secret with Lily of the Valley, always moist. Make sure you grow it in that part of the garden where the soil always stays moist throughout the year. They'll spread, they'll colonise. And of course, this is a pink flower type, which is very unusual, and you get that adorable fragrance on this as well. And if you've already got white Lily of the Valley, well, can you imagine how beautiful pink and white Lily of the Valley would look together?
Yeah.
And they flower at a similar time to bluebells, so that will give you an idea of when they flower.
Pink, white and blue, lovely.
Pink, white and blue. The leaves are like little hosta leaves, and then this time of year, it's not even over then, because the leaves turn a lovely, lovely buttery yellow before they finally fade away. But don't worry, these are bone hardy, very, very hardy. They'll come back in the spring, they'll spread, and year on year you'll get more and more flowers.
580113 is the item number then. You're going to get 5 of those Lily of the Valley pips, and you are saving a couple of pounds on that one, taking your price down to £11.04. They are really gorgeous, aren't they? Love
I can
those.
smell those flowers.
Yeah. All right, let's take you on to the Judas tree, shall we? The Cercis siliquastrum. Nailed it. Now, this one is really, really pretty. Love the foliage, gorgeous heart-shaped foliage, but actually it's when this comes into flower, which is when you're really going to love this one.
Yeah, my first memory of this, many moons ago, I used to look after a garden in Buckhurst Hill for a lady called Mrs. Ambrose. She's long gone now, but she was a lovely lady, and she had the most beautiful, stunning spring garden. She had rhododendrons everywhere, and then wisteria growing up the side of the house. And about that time, she had this huge Judas tree, about similar size to that, and it just explodes in these purple flowers before the foliage. And they are so bizarre, because some of them even come out, they just literally grow out the trunk of the tree.
It's cool though, isn't it?
It is cool, but it's weird. It's because you expect flowers to grow on the ends of stems, don't you, in clusters.
True.
But honestly, the trunk was about that wide on this Judas tree of hers, and periodically just a flower would come out the bark, but they'd be on the stems, the twigs, absolutely looking like this for about 3 or 4 weeks. You have these lovely heart-shaped leaves, which are very adorable as well.
I like them.
And in another couple of weeks' time, these are another stunner for autumn colour. These turn a buttery yellow before they drop. It's a slow-growing plant. It's a shrub to begin with, then it grows into a small tree, but it's bone hardy. It's not particularly fussed about soil. She had very heavy clay soil, did very well there. I've seen them growing sort of sandy soils. I've seen them growing in chalky soils. And the value on I don't really, go on about the value, but honestly, £12.72 for 3 of these. I mean, they are slow growing. They are difficult to get going. One of these plants for 10 quid would be great value, never mind 3 for £12.72.
£15 saving on there. It's a half-price deal, but we are taking an extra 15% off and bringing that price down to £12.72 for club members. Plus, use your code, you'll get your free postage included in there as well. So that is your favourites table. Will it still be the favourites table on Sunday? That's the question. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You basically vote with your purchases. So let's see what happens by Sunday. Now then, we are getting to the point in the year where you might might be starting to think about doing some winter protection. And Strolch is a mulch. Plus, it will do lots of other things, but in order to give your plants that duvet, that little jacket that they need in winter to keep them going through the winter, then you need to apply a layer of mulch. However, this is going to be perfect for your garden for keeping the slugs and snails away, for retaining moisture in the ground, for suppressing weed growth as well. So this is your mulch that you can use all year round to provide you with multiple benefits. You're getting 2 9-kilogram bags for £22.92. That is it's an unbeatable price. As far as we are concerned, we have not been able to find anywhere else that can get you 2 of those bags for a lower price. Bear in mind, there is no delivery to pay on this. They'll be delivered direct to your door. Now, it neatens up borders. It can aerate the soil. It can add nutrients into the ground. It stays active for up to 2 years, and it has all of those amazing benefits. I did my hostas just the other day, cut them back and put some around the hosta pots. Not because they need winter protection, but I'm stopping the slugs and snails from burrowing into the pot so that they can sort of hibernate and hide in there in winter. But I'm also putting it there so that they're not there, they won't munch on them next year as well. So there's a couple of reasons to do it at this time of year. A stitch in time. A stitch in time, indeed. That's exactly what I've done, isn't it? 100149 if you want to get hold of 2 9-kilogram bags, saving a massive amount, and they'll be delivered direct to your door as well. Now, we are thrilled to be bringing you the gorgeous Eucalyptus citradoris, because the fragrance that you get from this plant, you have to get this, you have to experience the fragrance from that. I love the leaf shape as well. It's eucalyptus with a citrus fragrance.
I'd say it smells more citrusy than a citrus does.
Honestly, just you touching that, and I'm not even getting close to it. It's starting to fill the shed just with a little bit of movement on there.
Oh, that is...
It's so good.
That's adorable. That is so... Oh,
get off!
Don't mind me,
Stop
just carry
making
on.
love to the plant. Oh my word, that is amazing.
It's like aromatherapy, isn't it?
You want to get your face in there.
You do. And it's one of those smells, when you smell it, it kind of gives you a real lift. You know, sometimes it's like when you smell lavender and stuff like it, it's like fresh and it's uplifting and it's zesty. It's really, really nice. And look at the leaf shape as well. That's scrumptious.
I love this. I want that for the fragrance. That is so good.
It's lovely.
Honestly, I feel invigorated just smelling it. That really does give you a lift, as you say.
Now, a few things to say about this. If you want to grow this in your garden, we describe this as like a sort of a half-hardy kind of shrub.
Now, in most areas, that's going to be fine, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yes, sheltered areas. If you grew it right up against the sort of the side of the house, say south-facing or west-facing,
or in a crowded border, in a corner fence type place.
Yeah, that could be good as long as it's a really, really sunny spot, very well drained. Of course, you can grow it in a container if you're in a colder area. It's evergreen, this, so you've got the leaves all the year through. Now, it can get huge, this one, but it's unlikely to in the UK, but it is a really good shrub for clipping. You can keep it clipped, you can keep it shaped. So if you've got that beautiful sunny kind of spot in the corner, you can let it get as big as you want it to.
Of course, if you can container grow, again, like we were saying earlier, you can keep large things from getting large.
Precisely, that will restrict the root system on it, so it'll keep it kind of nice and small. And I tell you, when you get this home, when you open the box, in fact, even the delivery driver, he's probably going to be getting in and out of his van thinking, what is that in my van today? I can smell such a gorgeous sort of citrus aroma in my van today. But yeah, you'll get this home, you'll get it out of the box, and you'll keep doing this. And
I can smell it still. I know. On my hands now. Do you know what? Stu's just saying it smells like a really posh hand soap or something. Do you know what? It actually does. It's like going to a fancy hotel somewhere and they've got that amazing, you know, pump bottle.
Well, you take all this, you take it all home with you. You don't leave it.
That's like, it's so good.
And apparently they actually use this eucalyptus to make citronella. That's what not you, but I mean, that's what they use it for, to make citronella, which, again, is a really, really lovely fragrance. And of course, they use citronella, didn't they, to kind of deter insects and mozzies and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So, I'm just wondering, I've not kind of seen that, but I'm just wondering, if you grew this in your garden, do you think it could possibly, you know, put those insects off, couldn't it?
Absolutely, strong scented stuff.
Because if they make citronella from it,
absolutely,
I'd imagine this might keep the mozzies and things away.
I think it I can't say for sure, but I think, you know, strong scented stuff. If you don't like cats in your gardens as well, I believe they don't like the scent of eucalyptus, do
A lot
they?
of things don't. You know, even spiders apparently don't like very strong citrus fragrances. So, yeah, it's one of those, but it's got that really, is it well established, you said? Goodness me. I reckon so.
Goodness me, I'm going to get it.
Look at this.
That's it, I'm getting it, I've decided. Need that in my garden. 680351 is the item number if you'd like to go for that. We have got a really good saving on that one as well, by the way. It's £12 off. It should be £24.99. It's down to £12.99, but as a club member, £11.04. So that is a really good price for a really well-established plant. 680351 is the item number if you'd like to get hold of that one. Stu's just telling me how many are left. There's enough for you today. I'm glad to hear that because I'm definitely going to place that order on that one, OK? I want that.
That is...
I want that. Do you think we could do it as a conservatory plant?
Yeah, Joe, I was thinking exactly the same thing. I think you could. You could probably grow that in a cool conservatory or even on a really, really bright windowsill somewhere or in front of some patio doors.
Because we often say with outdoor plants, bringing them indoors can be a little bit tricky, can't it? Because you can get more pests and more diseases by doing that, which is why we say outdoors for outdoors, indoors for indoors.
Yeah, but
if you had a cool room, bit of airflow...
I think you could get away with that, definitely.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'd give it a go. I mean, if you think...
At that price, I might give it a go.
A lot of our house plants, well, all of our house plants are outdoor plants somewhere in the world, aren't they?
Yeah, tropical.
Yeah, we just bring them indoors, obviously, because we haven't got the environment for them to live outside always. So I don't see why you couldn't do that with this, and that would really fill your conservatory with beautiful... Yeah, can you imagine?
Doing it. That's my order, please. Save me one, please. We've got about 20 minutes left. Please don't order them all for the next 20 minutes because I'd like one. Just save me one, all right? 680351 is the item number for that one. We want to bring you back over to the tri-corner planter, please, because I should have put this on our spinny little plate. Just want to give it a little spin for you to show you that you do get this wonderful sort of 360-degree view from this. Now, you're actually going to get 6 of the tri-corner planters.
Well, I'll tell you why
you're not going to get
that.
the plants. He's doing it. He's going rogue. He's going rogue. Hang on. I'm going to lift that up a bit for him. OK.
There you go.
You're going to get 6 of the tri-corner planters. And as you can see, these just sort of sit and clip into place like this. You're just going to put those all on top. Craig has kindly planted these ones up for us with the Pansy Cool Waves. He's used 18 plants in here. Now, they're not massively deep either, which is brilliant, I think, because you're not going to use a huge amount of compost. And as you can see, you get that lovely 360-degree display from these. I think they're awesome. I'm going
to throw out a question to which I do not have an answer. If you ordered a couple of packs of these, could you make it even taller?
I mean, you could. You've just got to be careful on the sort of stability of it.
Yeah, you just need to make sure it's somewhere where it's not going to...
If you're in a windy spot, I'd be slightly worried.
Yeah, so, but I mean, if you use it indoors for houseplants...
They do lock into place.
So, but indoors you could do that. If you was going to use it indoors for houseplants or in a conservatory, you could make it a bit taller, couldn't you?
I like this with the Pansy Cool Waves because actually, eventually, you're not going to see these planters at all. But I do quite like the idea of maybe primroses or herbs or anything like that in there as well. You've got loads and loads of options. You'll get 6 of them, so you'll be able to create this display here. We'll give you the details for it because we've still got the eucalyptus on the screen. We'll just give you those. 130699 is the item number if you want to go for that. And it's only £12.72 for all 6 of those available to you. 130699. Now we're going to show you some of the favourites actually of the show today. Starting off with the Subaria, the crimson feathers there. What we have for you is 3 of the 9cm pots. You are saving £10 on that particular deal as well. A beautiful plant that's, I'm going to say it's almost evergreen. It does drop its leaves, but it's one of the first to come back into leaf, or certainly that is Adam's experience. From about February, his start to bud up again. Really beautiful colour changing foliage, evergreen, compact, easy to grow. 511706 is the item number. The foxtail lilies for you. These are the bare roots. They get really tall. They can get to 2 metres in height. Beautiful flowering nature where they flower from the bottom up to the top. So you get that long season of interest with this. Pollinators are going to absolutely adore them. You can just tell, can't you, from looking at them. Gorgeous plant for your garden and a herbaceous perennial plant that is also winter hardy. 580079 is the item number for 3 of the bare roots. We've also got the pink Lily of the Valley for you. These are the pips, which are basically like a bare root. They're sort of the underground root system that you can soak, get planted, and then you'll have those gorgeous pink, fragrant flowers. They love the slightly shadier spots. And they also like the moist ground, so do bear in mind that's how you get Lily of the Valley going. And then you'll get the sprays of those gorgeous flowers, and they will last in your garden for years too. 580113 is the item number, and 1104 is the price for 5 of those pips. Maybe you want to get the snowdrops to plant in a similar location as well. Those nodding sort of beautiful heads, the bravest of all the bulbs, because these can be coming up. I mean, even in January you can start seeing these gorgeous flowers, but between January, February, March, that's the sort of times you'll start seeing your beautiful snowdrops. 600128, you're going to get 20 of those bulbs, and it's only £8.49 for the beautiful snowdrops there. Next up we have the compost. Yes, of course, you do need to grab hold of the compost. We're continuing with the 40-litre bag deal. So you'll get 80 litres in total. Price per litre here is phenomenal. I know we normally bring you the 100 litres, but this one is a much better value in actual fact, because we're bringing you extra saving here. It's 100064 to add yours into your basket, and this will be the best compost you ever use. If you've never used it, please give it a try. It makes a difference. Somebody said to me the other day, this is nonsense. Oh, no, to me, they said it they said it on a TikTok live Sean was doing. Sean's great, but this is nonsense. It isn't. And I really want to let people know, yeah, it was the comment was just buy the cheapest you can get from your local garden centre. Honestly, you know the difference when you've used a good compost. It does make a difference. It 100% makes a difference. Cheap compost, you get cheap, nasty results. It can be the death of your plants in actual fact, and I'm not overstating that, am I?
Joe, I find when I put plants in this compost, within 48 hours, if you go and try and pull that plant out again, you can already find that resistance where the roots have already gone in. Some of those really cheap composts, you can go a couple of weeks later and the plant just comes straight out because it's just done nothing. It's just sat there in that horrible, stagnant, dead, infertile, hopeless compost. Where this, it's like a critical life support system for your plants. And even plants are really sad and desperate and have got kind of, you might go to the supermarket and you see those 50p or 25p plants.
I love a plant rescue.
Pop those in that compost, you'll bring them back, honestly. It's incredible stuff.
If you're watching today, we are probably talking mostly to the converted when it comes to the compost, but it definitely sounds like we've got a few new viewers today because we've seen some new club memberships coming through. So good morning and welcome to you. We definitely want to turn you into a compost snob. This is the best compost, and please don't believe that every compost is made equal. It absolutely isn't. We are here 2 times a week, by the way. Thursday was when we launch our new range or our new products to show you new deals, and then we come back on a Sunday as well from 9:30 in the morning. So we do 2 morning shows, Thursdays and Sundays. You can, of course, watch this at any time. You can go to the website, you can re-watch previous episodes, you can watch on YouTube, you can re-watch on Facebook as well. All the offer codes are valid while the show is still there. Just if you see anything like, stick it in your basket. If you see anything from previous weeks, it might still get the deals and the free postage included on it. Well, you don't always get the deal, but you will potentially get the free postage. Goes back about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but I'm saying it. Shh, shh. Moving on. We have had a couple of pictures. I want to squeeze them in before the end of the show. So let's crack on with the lovely Kiwi Jenny for you. Now, this is just a 9 centimetre pot. I think this is brilliant because we've often done 3 9 centimetres, and I personally think that's too much. I wouldn't want 3, but somebody might want one of these.
Yeah, and you don't need 3 of these because I grew a kiwi in my old garden where I used to live in Bishop Stortford, and it went. Well, it just rumped away.
A lot of people think that these, you can't grow them in the UK because they're tropical, aren't they? They grow in tropical regions.
I even made it, I didn't mean to, but I even planted it on a north-facing fence, which I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was amazing. It sent out these huge, great big shoots, beautiful, great big heart-shaped leaves, lovely, lovely red stems, and they have white flowers on them, like a strawberry flower, but bigger. And you will and you can get kiwi fruit from these. I've seen them. I go in all sorts of gardens. Whenever I go on holiday anywhere, I'll always go around stately homes. I'm not interested in going in the house. I find that boring. But so the gardens, I'm out there, and I've seen kiwi fruit growing on walls in the UK. If you want to get your own kiwi fruit, grow this on a nice sunny wall, sheltered, south-facing, west-facing, nice, rich, moisture-retentive soil. They are incredibly hardy. The one where I used to live, I had it for year after year after year after year. Didn't worry about any of the frost during the winter time. Came back every spring. Great big lovely leaves, and it's a real nice climber. This, it will cover a big space really, really quickly. So you get gorgeous leaves, you get lots of coverage from this, you get the white flowers, and you get your own edible kiwi fruit.
There you go. 340090 is the item number. You are saving £3 on that one. £8.49 is your club discount price. We've got the Viola pumpkin mix for you, which are these beautiful tango orange flowers. I shouldn't say tango, should I? Bright orange flowers.
Yeah, and they really, really orange. My husband John grew these a couple of years ago in his front garden in pots and containers, and they look magnificent. In fact, John grew these in a container right next to another container with the bulbs mauve, and that looked really nice together because purple and orange always look great side by side. But these are lovely, really good, healthy plants. You can see here beautiful root systems. I don't even need to take it out.
Do I need to grow them on?
No, I wouldn't worry with these, to be honest.
We often say you do with plug plants.
Well, I'll caveat that by saying if you're going to plant these into an empty hanging basket or something, plonk them straight in. Yeah. If you're thinking of kind of planting them in with other things, perhaps just grow them on a little bit just to give them more of a fighting chance. But honestly, they're such beautifully well-established plants. What I would be tempted to do a little bit might be just to, if yours are a little bit tall, just sort of pinch them out again. So just pinch the middles out a little bit just to get them to bush out a bit more. Yeah. But honestly, these are great. They're really, really pure orange pumpkin colour, loads and loads of flowers over a long period of time. They're going to brighten up your winter, and they look really nice with things like blue forget-me-not as well. Yeah. If you're going to sort of do those mixed displays, or of course if you're going to go for wallflowers, you could go for red and orange and purple wallflowers and underplant with these as well. 12
plug plants delivered to you in those miniature greenhouses and boxed as well, so they arrive to you in the best condition. £8.49 for 12 plug plants. We are saving £5 on that one. You can multi-order if you want and get 2 lots and 24 plug plants. It's up to you. Depends how many you want. 401507 is the item number. Now we've actually got a selection of citrus plants available for you. We do have a lime, we do have a lemon available if you want to go to the website and see those. We're highlighting the citrus calamondin for you. It is, check out the flowers that are on this plant. And I did walk past the citrus the other day. There's loads of them with flowers starting to come on them at the moment. The fragrance from these flowers, Adam, these are just insane, the fragrance, aren't they?
Yeah, it is one of the most delectable fragrances in the world, really. I think orange blossom, it's sweet, it's delicious, it's spicy, it's intoxicating. It is so lovely. Really, really incredible fragrance. You've got that evergreen foliage, so they look good all the year through. And obviously, they will start to produce oranges for you eventually. And what you end up with a plant is things developing in succession. So once the plant matures, you'll get little kind of tiny little oranges that are just developing. You'll get some that then get to the point where they're ripe. So at any one time, you'll have, you could have flowers, you could have tiny fruit, you could have edible fruit, and they will develop over sort of a couple of years or so. If you're going to grow them in a pot or a container, make sure you use ericaceous compost. That's really, really important. And these love being outside in the summer, by the way. So from probably mid-April to end of October, if there's no frost, you can keep them outside in a nice, bright, sunny spot. And then in the winter time, just give them some protection. They don't need super mollycoddling, just keep them frost-free, bright, open, sunny position indoors, drop the watering down, and quite often they will do what this one's doing. At the end of the season, they have another kind of burst of flower when you bring them indoors. And of course, if they're indoors and they're flowering, you're going to enjoy that incredible fragrance.
340071 is the item number. That's the calamondin orange, but we do have the lemon or the lime available in the 9cm pots as well. Just go to yougarden.com, the website, click on the Live Now button. That's our show page, and that's where you can see all of the items that are selected for the live show. If you scroll down, look, there you go. There's the lemon, there's the Mexican lime. You can see the kiwis in there as well. all of the other items. Everything that you're looking at here has free postage with the code. So as long as you use the offer code, you'll get free postage on any of these items, plus any deals or savings as well. Quick one on the Lucky Dip Perennial Collection before we go back to our favourites, the most popular items from today. This is your Lucky Dip. 9 perennials that you're going to get in here. We can't guarantee which ones. They'll all be great, though.
I tell you what, I can still smell that eucalyptus.
I can as well.
From here.
I'm so invigorated.
I know, it's lovely, lovely fragrance. Yeah, the value on these is bonkers. I mean, look at this. This is a penstemon. And look how big it is. I mean, I'll take it out the pot, not that I need to, because it'll have a really fabulous root system.
It will.
It's got a dark root system, but yeah, you can see that root system there. You know what? And I know I always say this, but in a garden centre, you could see this in a garden centre in a 1 or 2 litre pot, and some garden centre would charge you £8-9 just for one of these. So this is the maturity of the plants you're getting, and you could get a fantastic mix. I mean, for instance, here we've got Verbena bonariensis. So that's going to give you height. That's going to give you colour for month after month after month. Full sun. That's what that loves. But also you could get a geum.
I love a geum.
Geums are lovely, aren't they?
Love
They flower early in the year. They're more kind of ground hugging. You could get an Aquilegia. Now these two are great because this Aquilegia, they are awesome for shade.
Yeah, flowering in shade as well, and the most unusual, weird-looking flowers.
I think they call them lady's bonnet as well as another sort of common name for them. But right next to it is an Eryngium. And they are the opposite. They will grow in absolute baking hot sun in really, really well-drained soil. So you've got all these different variations. You'll notice on the pot, they're all labelled. So it tells you on the pot what's what. You've got that item number as well. If you go on our website, just tap in that item number. Plus you've got the code there as well. You've got the little QR code there, so you can scan that as well. That will give you extra information, so you can find out exactly what you need to do with all of these. But in essence, in that mix of 9, you're going to get different heights. You're going to get plants that will grow in different positions. You're going to get different flowering periods, and the value is amazing on these.
It's under £2 a plant.
£2.
9 centimetre pot,
£2?
perennial plant. It's under £2 for that plant right there. Under £2 for that one. Under £2 for that one. The value is just bonkers, honestly. If you've got gaps in your borders, you've got a brand new garden, an empty garden, this is absolutely for you. 561046 is the item number. You're going to get 9 of those Lucky Dip perennial plants. We want to take you back over to the favourites table, please. Quick reminder for you on all of these. We have got this one, the beautiful foxtail lily. Now these comes to you as bare roots. These are the ones that you're going to soak and plant in the ground, and they're going to add height into your garden.
They are. These are dramatic. Can get to 2 to 3 metres tall.
Wow.
And they like sort of a nice sunny position upstairs, but downstairs they like a nice cool moisture retentive root run.
Don't look at them.
They are the roots are a little bit intimidating, to be honest. They look a bit Halloweeny, the roots. Soak them overnight in a bucket of water, and then obviously plant them. You may get flowers on these next year, but certainly in the subsequent years you'll get these dramatic flowers, great big, really incredible flower spikes. That if you ever live near sort of in Essex somewhere near Hyde Hall, which is an RHS garden, then they have the most amazing array of these in all different colours, and they are a sight to behold when they're flowering. So slightly creepy root, I think, but stunning flowers.
Hello, Amy on Facebook, who's got a question. She was asking about the perennial mix. Can she keep them in those pots over winter? She wants to plant them next year.
You could.
You probably could, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them will die down anyway, so you could, but all I'd say is if you're going to keep them somewhere over winter, if you could put them in a cold frame or a cool greenhouse, somewhere where they're not going to get frozen sort of brick solid in really cold weather.
Because they're small, obviously put them in a larger pot stops them from freezing.
Yeah.
So you've got to stop them from freezing, you've got to stop them from drying out completely.
Yeah, and also, conversely, stop them from getting too waterlogged. So if you could just tuck them away in the corner of a garden somewhere, perhaps if you've got to sort of put some bricks around them and like a sheet of glass or something you could just put over the top, or a sheet of perspex or something.
Something like that.
They'll be fine. They'll sit quietly. Sort of, a lot of them will go to sleep anyway, and the foliage will die down. So if you can create those conditions, yeah, they'll probably go through till spring, and then you can plant them again in the spring.
All right, back to the Erimerus then. The beautiful foxtail lily. These add that gorgeous height. They come as the berries, but they're totally winter hardy, aren't they?
They are, yeah, very, very winter hardy.
They disappear in winter, though.
Yeah, they do. They die down. They're like an herbaceous perennial, but these are dramatic. These are, these aren't small plants. So if you want to create height, if you want to create drama with these massive, massive, great big flower spikes, grow these, and these will be festooned with pollinating insects. The bees, the butterflies, the ladybirds, they'll all be covering these flowers, so they're great for bringing in pollinators. And Erimerus are very unusual. I did grow them in my old garden in Bishop Stortford, and I got them to flower. The only mistake I made, I didn't have them in a sunny enough position. So if you can get them in the bright, open, sunny position, but have that moist root run, that's where they'll thrive.
Okay, 580079, you'll get 3 bare roots included in there as well. I'm sorry, Stu, I completely missed what you said. Where am I going next? Crimson feathers. The beautiful crimson feathers for you. One that Adam has got in his garden, a beautiful, compact, and this is all about foliage.
This is a shrub that is so hardy that will grow in almost any soil. It says on our website growing sun, but I've grown mine in sort of dappled shade. They get to about a metre tall. The new foliage comes through these beautiful red colours that then tone down to the greens that you can see here. They have lovely little heads of white flowers as well. Again, good for the pollinators. And it forms like a little thicket or a little clump. It won't run all over the place, but it forms a lovely little group. And the buds sometimes burst open very, very early in the year. Sometimes even February, mid to late February, I've seen mine coming back into leaf. It's one of the first shrubs really you'll ever see in the garden coming back into leaf. But once you planted it, you can just leave it to do its thing. You can trim it back in the spring if you want to encourage more shoots, or you can leave the shoots from the previous year. But honestly, it's a very impactful shrub, but for very, very, very minimum input.
Love that. 511706 is the item number then. £10 saving on there. Your club discount price means you're getting all 3 of those delivered for £16.97. Please use the code. It's YGTV4225. It changes every week, but that's this week's code. That's how you access the value that we are bringing you, the savings, the discounts, the free postage as well. We have also got the beautiful Lily of the Valley, but this one is pink. So this is a wonderful one for adding that fragrance into shadier spots in the garden.
Yeah, they do say enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink, and honestly, if you grow these in your garden, you'll certainly enjoy these because they are just a slight twist on the normal pure white lily of the valley. What I think really is great about these, they've kind of bred this pink variety, but it's a soft, gentle pink. I think if it was a really shocking, deep pink, it would be too much. But the kind of the subtleness and the softness of that pink is just spot on for these flowers. Look at those little bells, and if you know Lily of the Valley fragrance, you're probably remembering that fragrance right now. Plant them somewhere shady with some sunshine, but what they really, really love, the most important thing for Lily of the Valley is they have a soil that is permanently moist. They're like a woodland plant. That's where they grow naturally. In fact, I remember about 12 years ago, so myself and John, my other half, we went for a walk in a bluebell wood, and there was actually Lily of the Valley growing wild amongst the bluebells, and they were flowering at the same time, and that was knockout. So these
How deep am I going?
I'd plant them just about that far below the surface. Only, just literally just slightly under, about ½ inch to an inch under, no deeper than that. And a soil with lots of organic material in it. So if you can dig in some of our compost, some well-rotted manure, something like that. And if you've got that spot that's always damp, why not think about growing the snowdrops with these as well? We've got some stunning snowdrop bulbs, which are guaranteed to flower in 2026, because they are some of the biggest snowdrop bulbs I've ever seen. I mean, I'm not normally an advocate of snowdrop bulbs because normally they're widdly little things the size of a pea, and they're all dried up. Ours are plump, they are big. So can you imagine getting the purity of the white snowdrops and then a few months later the pink of those beautiful Lily of the Valley?
Yeah, lovely. 600128 is the item number for your 20 snowdrop bulbs for £8.49, your discount club price. If you have been looking at the Judas tree as well, my word, yeah, you want one of those, don't you? Now, they can grow massive and tree size and huge, but they take years and years to get there. They're very slow growing, and of course, if you don't want them to get that big, you can containerise them as well. 3 9cm pots, you are getting a half price deal, £15 saving, but your discount club price means you bring that down to £12.72 and free postage with that offer code YGTV 4225. Add your compost into your order. Everybody needs to use this compost. Thank you so much for your comments on YouTube. You saying, you know, Neil's, this has been his gardening journey. The compost has been with him and YouGarden all the way through. George says been gardening for 40 plus years and your compost is excellent. We tell everybody this, even the doubters, and it's so true. The compost is amazing quality. It's 1006 for the item number, and you're getting 2 40-litre bags. Citradoris, the eucalyptus, we are absolutely in love with this plant. Citralyptus, as Adam called it earlier.
A citralyptus.
The fragrance from this is so cool.
I can only, apart from lemon geranium, this is the most sort of citrusy fragrance plant I have ever come across.
Amazing.
And it smells fresh. It's just beautiful.
I feel invigorated, enlivened by smelling that.
It's one of those smells.
I don't need any Red Bull, I just need this plant here.
So, you know, this can get quite big, but you can prune it, you can keep it in shape, you can constrict it in the pot. It will grow in very, very mild areas. It'll grow kind of on a south or west facing sheltered part of your house. But if you're in a colder area, grow it in a pot or a container and just give it a little bit of protection during the winter.
I'm getting it. £11.04 is your price on that one, as your club price. Quick one on the emails. Christine, she has sent a picture of her bottle brush photo taken today. Oh, very nice,
and
Christine.
another Australian plant as well.
Well done, you. That's looking amazing. And George has also sent in his picture of his plant trough, which I just think is so pretty. Look at that gorgeous plant trough. Love your colour combinations there, George, with your verbena hanging out there as well.
You can see how the climate's changing, can't you, in recent years? I mean mid-October now, and we're getting bedding displays that look like it's July or August. Right,
make sure you check out your baskets, everybody, please. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had loads of new things for you. Come back on Sunday. We'll be live from 9:30. It'll be myself and Adam back in the potting shed. Or if you're on TikTok, you can join me this afternoon. I'll be live from... I'll have some lunch. My tummy's starting to rumble now. I'll have some lunch and I'll be live from about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Thanks, Adam.
Cheers, Bex. Good to see you again.
Today. Thank you.
Take care.
We'll see you all very soon. Bye. Mwah.